Hey, hey. Um, I was kind of going back and forth. Should I do a live? Should I not do a live? At the end, I just decided to do it because it'll be good for me. For me personally, don't know if it'll be okay for you guys. Hopefully, it'll be good for all of us. So today's March 30th, 2022, and right now it's 11:29 p.m. My hair is still wet, so that's why I need to wear this headband, but it's not to look cute, but also there's a reason why I'm not wearing my glasses because who knows what's gonna happen. So that's why um I just decided to look very, very free right now and also low lighting. So you guys cannot see how I really look like. But yeah, so anyways, this is just for chatting, not to look at me, okay? So it's just for chatting and yeah. Cherry. Hi, Cherry. Hi, guys. Yeah. So, so I have a lot of thoughts, of course. I'm sure you guys have a lot of thoughts too. But I'm personally worried. I hope I don't get emotional. I don't think I will, but I think that I won't get emotional. But then if you get me talking about something, then it might make me emotional without me realizing it. So that's why I'm just kind of checking myself. Hopefully that nothing will happen to, emotionally. But regardless, it's an emotional thing to talk about. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna go through it like slowly. Um, yeah. Basically, let's just. Anyways, hi Cherry. Hi Stephanie. Hey. Cherry says, "Are you okay?" Yeah. I thought of you as soon as you saw the tweet. Yeah. I mean, I did say to you guys, I will come back and do a live when if when anything else happens, and of course we're hoping always that nothing will happen, but you know we were prepared, like, I always kept saying this. I'm always preparing myself, but yeah, but then when it finally happens, then it's like, it feels different. So yeah, no matter how much I prepare for it, it still doesn't make it, maybe it feels a little bit better than when I wasn't preparing for it. I don't know. It's you know, just weird feelings. Even though, given, 2 days ago was Hyungwon, and then we were thinking, we should prepare when, surely this is not the end. We should prepare, but yeah, even preparing, of course, it's different when it really happens, of course. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Okay, let's yeah. Again, I'm just trying to take it easy. I'm hoping nothing will get too emotional. So I'm just trying to think the right things to say. So yeah. So Stephanie says, okay. She says, I'll try not to look at your cute face. Thanks for the humor. I appreciate the humor, guys. If you guys want, I mean, humor appropriate, of course, but I appreciate that. Please, yeah, please. Today is not about looking at me. That's why, again, why low lighting and looking this way. So yeah, most importantly, it's just a chat and yeah. So Stephanie, you saw the news, right? Stephanie knows the news, right? If you guys don't know, I'll briefly talk about it. I'm hoping that won't make me emotional. Just the first time, like saying it, from my mouth. Yeah, because it's different when texting about it, right? So I was texting people about it, and of course I was sad, but I wasn't like emotional while texting about it, but I would get emotional when I like say it out loud for some reason. So that's why I was nervous about doing this live. But yeah. So this yeah, so my first time talking out loud about it, and with you guys, of course, we've been through a lot of things, as you guys know. So you guys are like, my close one bit friends with me. Um, yeah, okay, let's slowly talk about it. Sylvia, I'm glad you're here. Hi, Sylvia. Lulu, glad you're here too. She says, hey, big hugs to everyone. Same, big hugs to everyone. It's not over yet. We don't know if this is really the end, but um it's not over yet. Um, I hope Starship is isolating them in a hotel from the other members. Yeah, I want to believe they have something. They have something. They must, right? I want to believe. Um, yeah, let's talk about that in a bit. Lulu says, after Hyungwon, I was wondering who would be next, but I thought the non-snoring dorm was safe. Yeah, that's what we thought too. We thought, but then I was thinking, no, everyone is at risk because they definitely hung out with Hyungwon. I mean, working, not only hanging out but working with no mask on, and so I couldn't really believe only the snoring dorm would be more at risk, but everyone was. So then knowing that, okay, let's talk about that later. I know, like, yeah, I'm still trying to prepare myself in some way. Yeah, let's talk about it in a bit. Stephanie says, I didn't expect their COVID luck to run out that instantly. And it sucks. Yeah, yeah. There are lots and lots of reasons why they got COVID, in my opinion. So, I was thinking about it, like, we want to think about, oh, who is to blame, like what went wrong, what happened, blah blah blah. And I always think that way too whenever I saw news of like a K-pop singer getting COVID. I'm like, did they do something, or did something happen? What exactly could have happened? But then the more I think about it, and then now experiencing it with my favorite K-pop group, Monsta X, when for 2 years they were able to avoid COVID for so long, but then now they couldn't avoid it any longer. And so I believe, well, we'll talk about it in a bit. So I believe, it was inevitable, sadly, for them to catch COVID. Um, at this time, like, in the past, I wanted to believe they would always do their best to be careful and stuff. But then at this time, right now, because it's gone crazy in Korea ever since February. So let me talk about it in a bit. Um Lulu says, I cheer myself up. I watched the behind the scenes of Juhani's Mandu CF. He was so cute. I haven't watched it yet. I don't think I could. So even yesterday, right? Was it yesterday? There was a new Ohoho video, right, guys? And then also the behind the scenes of Gion's Voyager debut week or something. I haven't watched them actually. So guys, I'm still sad about Hyungwon. I still was. So yeah, even though yesterday was one day after Hyungwon got tested positive, I was still not feeling good. Of course, why? Well, how could I? As you guys know, Hyungwon is not my bias, but I love all the members. So yeah, even until today, Wednesday, 2 days after, I'm just thinking, is Hyungwon okay? I'm hoping. Then was still sad about it. Like I don't know when the sad feeling will go away, but I was still sad about it even until today. But then when I saw the tweet saying that Gion got COVID, I was just still in a sad place. So the thing is, I was still in a sad place. So then seeing that news, made me sadder, but I was still in a sad place. So I think maybe that's why right now I'm not okay. The thing is, I'm not okay, but basically I'm the same as I was on Monday. As you guys remember when I did the live on Monday, and it was a little bit too emotional for me. So yeah, so the thing is, I've been sad. So I'm still sad since Monday. And then yeah, as you guys know, Gion is my ultimate bias, and I did mention maybe when news came out that he caught COVID, I might be more emotional about it. Yeah, I think I was. Well, yeah, when I first saw the news, because they announced it on Fan Cafe and Twitter at around 6:10 p.m. around 6:10 p.m. today. So I was going about my day normally, just distracting myself with work, and I was like watching some TV shows and stuff. I'm just trying to get through the day, just trying not to think about it. But I was still sad, but nothing I did was able to cheer me up. So I just wanted to distract myself with things. And then come around 6:10 p.m., then I saw this news, and I'm just like, okay, I can't focus on work anymore. And then I just had to distract myself with something else again. I did some chores, and then I wrote a letter to Gion on Fan Cafe, and I don't know. So yeah, I feel kind of numb. I think that's the right word to say how I'm feeling right now. But at any moment I could cry. I feel it right now, guys. So that's why I'm not wearing my glasses, because I had a feeling maybe I'll cry. Okay, so guys, if I cry, don't worry. It's just emotions. That's all it is. But I've been sad since Monday, so keep that in mind. I didn't suddenly get sad. I've been sad for about this whole situation about MX. Now for the first time catching COVID. So anyways, yeah, so I'm trying to control it, trying to not think about those things that are gonna make me cry. So yeah, so don't worry. So don't worry. But yeah, if yeah, it's okay. But then crying is healing. I'm not saying crying is a bad thing, but the thing is when I cry, like it's really hard for me to focus, and like I'm just like I'm just a very emotional person. So I'm doing my best to hopefully not cry unless I really, really have to. And so yeah, so yeah, so I just said it already. The news is that sadly today, Gion got COVID, and I mean, so now that the first member was Hyungwon, and like hoping it wouldn't spread to the other members, but that was very, very wishful thinking. We knew that, but hoping for the best as always. Um, so yeah, so hoping the other guys would be okay, but then sadly today, So on the statement by Starship, it said that today Gion had a sore throat. So I guess now they it seems they only care to get no, I mean the company, like as long as you don't show symptoms and the self kit test shows negative, they would assume that you're fine, right? But then once they see that you have symptoms, then it's like, okay, we should probably get you to the PCR testing, right? And so that's basically what happened to Gion today. He had a sore throat and then decided as a precaution get the more accurate PCR test done, and came back positive. And so I don't know for sure if if it for sure spread to a member, and he is not even living with Hyungwon. Gion and Hyungwon don't live in the same apartment, but they do work with each other a lot, and did lots of things together with no mask on. So for like I am Minhyuk and Juhani, I don't know. I don't know. And particularly for I am, because on Monday, they did Midnight Idol together, and so the showing today with Yoonha, so the with Yuna, that was pre-recorded on Monday. Yeah, so they spent a lot of time together on Monday doing stuff, and hopefully Yoonha will be okay. I hope so. But then very, very guys, they also met them on that same day. So anyway, yeah, let me talk more about like all the COVID regulations in Korea. Basically, there's nothing, but let me explain about that and why I think how they got COVID now, which is very, very likely to get COVID now because there's no restrictions going on. And so yeah, hopefully all the people they met on Monday and Tuesday are okay. But right now I'm not too hopeful if I am really, really comes out of this never catching COVID, especially Gihyun caught COVID, and he spent a lot of time with Gihyun and lives with him and never caught COVID. That would be quite a miracle, but I can't say it's impossible. But we have to wait and see. But then yeah, but also Juhani and Minhyuk, we don't know about them too, so we have to wait and see. Oh yeah, so okay. So one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Okay, let me read you guys' comments. Hi Sarah. Hi Sarah. She says hi everyone, sending hugs. Yes, yes, all of us, all virtual hugs, and I wish could hug MX guys too. They're probably going through a lot right now, of course. Yeah, so yeah, let's talk about it a bit. Sylvia says, yep, my heart sank when I saw the notification. Same, just so many feelings when you see that notification, and it says the first line, it says confirmed COVID, and then you see the name and it's like, yeah, the first time with Hyungwon didn't feel good, and of course the second time with Gion didn't feel good. Just yeah. Yeah. Cherry says, I was prepared. Yeah, yeah, because they were preparing for their comeback, so I knew anyone could catch it. Yeah. Again, it's a miracle Wano and Gion, solo Gion, went fine. I really thought, like, dang, they're so lucky. Okay, so that's great. And then hoping the luck will continue for the MX comeback. But yeah, that is sadly where their luck expired. But yeah, but I'll talk more about it later. How it's so easy right now to catch COVID. Yeah, but I didn't think it would be Gion. Thought maybe Juhani. Yeah, given Juhani lives with Hyungwon. Yeah, yeah. So I do think it happened when they were working together. I don't know where. Who knows where? They were working on a lot of things together. So yeah. Sarah says yeah, and then Lulu says they're around so many new people, because of their shows that were positive. It seemed like it was a matter of time. Yeah, yeah, that too. Yeah, yeah. Cherry says now I am worried about everyone. Yeah, as we should be, So yeah, this is clearly not over yet. Yeah. Sarah says same. I just want them to be healthy. I know, me too. I want them to. I really wanted them to get through this pandemic with no COVID positive, test, but I knew that was just such wishful thinking, especially when they're working so hard right now, and then they're gonna go on tour later. It's like, I was just thinking at any of these points, like they're gonna catch COVID, So it was, whether it was now or later, I felt like, yeah, just a matter of time regardless. And so yeah, so let's think of the positive. They're all 3 times vaccinated, so that's great. And then what's another, is that they're in Korea. It's of course way better, like you're in your home country rather than a foreign country when you do catch COVID. So yeah, they're in Korea and they have their own separate dorms. I assume so. Yeah, Lulu was mentioning, would they go to a hotel room or their own dorms. But then I need to explain that about what is Korea's new rules about it. So I'll explain it in a bit, and yeah, and then you guys can probably understand why it will be so easy to catch COVID right now. Um, Lulu says, I heard Jungkook from BTS. Yep, he tested positive, and it was days before the Grammys. So yeah, I don't know when they landed in USA, but then yeah, just the time frame of all that happened, and then he never was tested positive before until sadly. Once he landed in USA, but then who knows? Like the journey from Korea to USA, when exactly did he catch COVID? So yeah, let's talk about that in a bit. So yeah, so I think the first I want to talk about is, yeah, if you guys are not aware how it is in Korea. So basically, ever since February, so basically like 2 months ago, early February, this happened early February. Ever since early February, Korea government decided we give up. I mean, they didn't say that, but they basically meant it like that. We give up. COVID is out of control. No more restrictions anymore. That's basically what they said. And that, of course, really upset me. I'm like, okay, great. So right now, COVID numbers are not under control. We can see it's increasing. And they decided, no, no more restrictions anymore. I'm like, all right. So then the most shocking thing about this lack of restrictions is that if you test positive before, the government would be really strict about, okay, you need to be isolated, and then watch over you with an app, and then blah blah blah, and just like basically, and then contact trace everyone that you met, and then they have to go get tested. It was so it was a little bit crazy, but at least it kept the numbers under control. So I appreciated that they knew the system, and then we had to keep to the system to try to keep the numbers under control, right? And then I guess in February, and like people were like getting sick of like this restrictions, and they were like, we want our freedom, we want to increase the economy, blah blah blah. I think even like they probably felt like everything's getting worse day by day. What why bother anymore? Just everyone, you just you do you. Basically, public health feels like nothing right now. And so anyways, the new rules is that if you get tested positive, the government does not track you. You don't get and nothing. Just you get a positive results, and they trust in you. Basically, you do whatever you want, but they trust in you that you will take care of yourself at home, and don't go out or like mingle with people. You're positive. You should, you should know exactly what you need to do. Don't go out and meet people. But they're not watching you. So the government is not watching you on an app, like and would find you if you like leave your house or something. Like legit, my friends in Korea, they have told me of instances where these COVID positive people, they are not isolating in their house. They are walking out, like wanting to do things on their own. That's legit. You can do anything, even if you're COVID positive. You could do anything in Korea. So that ever since beginning of February, and so now we're in the end of March. No surprise, lots of people are catching COVID, right? You could be, in an area with someone who is COVID positive, but you wouldn't know. No one is watching them. You just have to trust in the people that if they are COVID positive, that they are, isolating themselves at home. So yeah, so what when Korea no longer was having these restrictions anymore, and then I assume, of course, Starship is not going to be strict about it. Okay, so we Starship doesn't care, as you guys know. Of course they're not going to do anything about it, and so yeah, given no more restrictions, they were like all free for all. It's like, yeah, let's keep doing, in-person fan sites. Let's keep doing, all these things. It's like, yeah, just test the self-kit thing, and there's no symptoms. Yeah, you're all good. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. And then even worse, okay, they know that they had interaction, or like with no mask on, with a COVID positive person, aka Hyungwon. Okay, so they know they did things with Hyungwon with no mask on recently, and then they find out he was COVID positive on Monday. But on that same day, Monday, they still did Midnight Idol. In the past, when the government was strict about it, they would tell Gion and IM, you guys need to isolate right now. Go get tested. You need to contact trace everyone that Hyun was with without a mask on, or with a mask on. Like contact trace everyone, and then go all isolate. That used to be how it was, but now it's not. So that's why Gion and IM were still doing Midnight Idol on Monday, and then as you guys know, 2 days later, Kihyun got COVID. And so yeah, so that's the thing with with how they could have gotten COVID is that, maybe when they're interacting with people and stuff, it's like they were also interacting with people who were close contacts with COVID positive people. Like even though at the time their test says negative, but they were a close contact with someone who is positive, but they are not required to go isolate or tell that people. You're also not required to tell people, oh, I was in close contact with a positive person like yesterday, but I'm good, I'm negative. So like don't worry. Like they just trust, okay, you should be okay. Stupid, right? Stupid. So, like, basically, no one is being careful. No one is contact tracing. You basically, anytime you go outside in Korea right now, or even when I go outside in my apartment building or even my neighborhood, I could be interacting with a COVID positive person and I wouldn't know. Or even, someone who is a close contact with a COVID positive person. And so, that's why right now in Korea, COVID cases per day is on average 500,000. All right, 500,000 in this small country of Korea every single day. It's still like this, and still no one is bothered. The Korean government doesn't care. Korean companies don't care. Everyone doesn't care. They think, yeah, if I catch COVID, oh well. They're like, it's okay. So I basically feel like that's what's going on right now. But no one is thinking about how serious getting the COVID virus in your body will do to you in the long run. No one is thinking that. And so, this virus we only know for 2 years, and there's still going to be research about it every single day because as more people get COVID, that's like more data for research, right? And so as more people get COVID, more data for research, and then we'll see like 10 or 20 years from now what are the serious long term effects of COVID. And so, I don't want to know. I don't want to be a statistic in that data. I don't want to trust getting sick at all. Who does? Okay. So I can't understand people saying that it's really okay to get sick with a virus we only know for 2 years, but everyone just wants to live a normal life. I understand that, but yeah, but for me personally, my health is really important to me in terms of priority. I never want to get sick. Who wants to get sick? But I'm still living a great life. In my opinion, I'm still very happy the way I'm living. Like, even though I don't have freedom to go outside, but I feel happier and better that I am safe in my house and like knowing that outside risks me getting sick and then all the things that I'll have to go through knowing that I have to live with COVID for the rest of my life that I can't imagine. Okay, so as you guys know, yeah, I'm still doing my best to never catch COVID, but that's why these days I'm being more careful than usual because legit anyone I interact with now, they could be positive or close contact. I wouldn't know, and then who knows if that will make me catch COVID. And so, yeah, so me and my mom, as you get, yeah, my mom as well, she's trying her best to stay safe as well, both of us together. But my mom is like she's a little bit worse than me. She's like, she's like really antsy. She's like, I really want to go outside, but I'm like, Mom, you can't, okay? And so like, yeah, it's been hard with my mom sometimes, but yeah, that's like normal. People really they really just want to live their normal life. And so anyways, with Hyungwon and Gion so far, and then maybe more members later, we don't know. But like I can't blame them. That's the thing. I can't blame them. They have to do their work with no mask on. Their company doesn't care. The Korean government doesn't care. No one cares. And so, I wish the MX guys can say, like, hey, we don't want to do this because this is unsafe. But as you guys know, as K-pop singers, they don't have freedom to do that. And so they just have to deal with it every single day. Like even though they were a close contact with Hyungwon and he was COVID positive, they still were working. As you guys can see, Gion was private messaging yesterday about how he has a full day of work. And he's like, oh yeah, we all tested, we did a self-kit test and we all tested negative, but then Gion did say, but still we need to still watch over it because we ate with Hyungwon, recently, and like yeah, that means you're a close contact with him. And so yeah, so he also sent the private messages. We still need to wait and see. And then and yeah, so just very unfortunate the next day he got tested positive. And so anyways, no one really to blame. Just that's how it is in Korea right now. Total, no restrictions. And so Lulu, yeah, your question was like, if they're going to a hotel room with their isolation, I don't know. There's no restrictions about it. And also with Starship, even care. So like in my opinion, I hope that surely in their dorm or whatnot, like, I hope all the members, even I am Juhoney and Minhyuk, because they are close contacts. Like they're still at risk of possibly spreading COVID. And so I hope that all of them are in their are in isolation in some sense, but I don't know how exactly are they doing it, but I sure hope doing it correctly. Okay, but the government is not watching them. I don't know if Starship is even strict about it. So yeah, so it's just hopefully they all know what is the right thing to do. Um Yeah, and so yeah, so now we have to wait a couple days until they recover. Surely, hopefully they will recover okay. And but yeah, but then there's still sad news, more sad news to say because now that we know Hyungwon and Gion for now are in isolation for maybe 7 to 10 days, that this is now gonna be like yeah, so let me talk about that in a bit. Um where did I leave off? Okay. Lulu says, yeah, Jungkook of BTS, yeah, he is in the USA right now. So bad that he's in the USA, right? That's what I was saying, guys. Like that is like a small positive about Hyungwon and Gion catching COVID in their home country at least. Is better than abroad. And so Jungkook, I don't know what he's doing. He's probably isolated in a hotel room. I want to assume he must be, right? But then how exactly can they do that in USA, like, is a very, like, specified hotel room, and then after he recovers, like, are they gonna sanitize that whole hotel room? So, like, I don't know how exactly it works in USA, but yeah, good luck to him, good luck to him, but then, since Jungkook tested positive and, he's still living with BTS guys in the same apartment, right? So, the other BTS guys, are they also okay? So technically they are a close contact of Jungkook, so are they, are they gonna be okay? Are they gonna be able to perform at the Grammys? I don't know. So that's everything is kind of crazy right now. And um Lulu says a lot of governments are doing this. Yeah, how they're doing in Korea. Yeah. I think the only country in the world that is still doing it strictly is China. Right, guys? I think it's only China. Everyone else just like, yeah, yeah, just everyone do what you want to do. Like no one cares. No one cares about getting sick. And that's really disturbing. Um yeah, okay, so Lulu says wait, a lot of governments are doing this and you're on your own attitude. That's right, exactly. Yeah. They have asked people to vaccinate and if you didn't, you are on your own. Right. Yep. Stephanie, it's okay, Stephanie. Thanks for joining us always, but don't worry, go have a good day. Yeah, she has to go now. She has plans today. Want to be here for a bit first. It's all good, girlfriend. Bye, Chrissy. Hope you won't go to bed too late. Yeah, and good night and sweet dreams. No worries. No worries. Surely there's not a lot to talk about. I don't think so. I just remember there's a few things to talk about from you guys comments, but yeah, surely yeah, I'll it's all good. Yeah. Anyways, thanks, Stephanie. See you next time. Yeah, Lulu says bye to Stephanie, and Lulu says knowing Starship, they are probably still in the dorm, and the members are there with them, which sucks. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. They might be. They might be, and that's really terrible, right? So I don't know. I really want to believe they are isolated from the other members, but we really don't know. We really don't know. Because regardless, they're already a close contact with a COVID positive person, Hyungwon and Gion now. So like maybe Starship is like, you guys most likely are already COVID positive. Just still stay in your own. It's very positive. I mean, isn't it kind of crazy? All of Gravity all caught COVID. Isn't that so unfortunate? And I think why Cosmic Girls, Uju Sonya, why the whole group didn't catch COVID. I feel like maybe those girls they each have their own apartment. I don't. They may be, even though they don't make as much money as Monster X, but Monster X chose that they wanna still live together, but still anyways, who knows, okay, who knows about Cosmic Girls, but yeah, but I thought it was interesting how come the whole group of Cosmic Girls didn't get COVID unless they each have their own house, then I would believe maybe that's why. um um yeah, so yeah, that's I wonder, or maybe they have. I wonder if Monster X has friends where like, okay, yeah, so I have like a personal studio or like a personal, there's various types of apartments in Korea, but there's not super famous, but it's kind of common. It's called a one room. So like a one room is legit. It is an apartment, but it's only one room. And so who knows if maybe they know friends who has a one room apartment and they would lend it, to Gion and Hyun went to like stay there for isolation. So I want to believe they have connections, right? And they know lots of friends, and then surely they have they can get help of like finding an isolated place to stay in. I would like to hope that. I would like to hope that, but yeah, that's the thing. The government is not going to monitor them if they are really isolating on their own and just trusting people that they will do it. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, we don't know. We don't know. We have to wait. We have to wait and see. Um. Yeah. Um, um, yeah, right. And then Lulu says, yeah, Jungkook he was the last member to catch COVID. Yeah, so now all of BTS members had COVID at least once. And yeah, and then don't forget, of course, you could still always catch COVID afterwards. And so it's really like this is not over. Like, after catching COVID once, you could still catch COVID again. It has happened to some K-pop singers already, which is very unfortunate. Um anyway, so so what was the next thing I want to say? Okay, yeah. So of course we already know this. Like, they're gonna delay the comeback. We already know this. And now that Gion got COVID and he's 2 days after Hyungwon, so it seems like if from now on, if maybe more members continually catch COVID, then at this rate, I think the album will come out in May. Honestly, at this rate, but I don't know. We'll see how Starship takes it. But then the thing is, I saw their schedule for May, and so the thing is, on May 7th, that's when they're gonna do KCON Korea, which is not a bad date. I mean, surely they all will recover from COVID by then, right? But then I wonder, KCON Korea, will their album be released before then? Which is possible if maybe they pick like May 1st, May 2nd, somewhere around there, that would be, still kind of good timing, I guess, in that sense. But yeah, like, April might be a sad month. And as you guys know, I really like April. So I feel like April might be a sad month now. But what can we do? What can we do? I'm just accepting it. My birthday month is kind of ruined, right? But what can we do? What can we do? So yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna feel happy. I'm like, who knows? Maybe by my birthday, I'm still not gonna feel happy. That's gonna suck, but I can't force this. This is how I'm feeling. Just yeah, I don't know. And so yeah, so anyway, so then getting to the next things, that they regularly do. And so now that Gion has COVID, he is not gonna be on Midnight Idol tomorrow and on Friday. And so the thing is, they announced that Midnight Idol was ending this Friday. And so this means that sadly, Gion will not be able to be there for the ending of Midnight Idol. It will be only IM for tomorrow and Friday. Unless IM catches COVID. Who knows, guys? Who knows? Maybe Midnight Idol's already gonna end right now, and then maybe tomorrow we're gonna hear that I am caught COVID. We don't know. We don't know. Um, yeah, but at least it's for sure confirmed. Yeah, sadly today, the show today, with the interview with Yuna, that technically would be his last show on Midnight Idol. So I think that's really sad. Yeah, it's very, very sad. I mean, maybe one day they'll have like a special Midnight Idol later, right? And it's like, because Gion missed the last episode, like maybe they'll do a special one, like how they did special Bokship show, right? So who knows? So I don't want to think it's really over. I don't want to think that. So maybe they'll do like a special Midnight Idol in the future. But yeah, so that's kind of sad. But then another thing with Idol Radio, right? So Juhan, so it's still scheduled for tomorrow, Idol Radio, and it's only Juhani DJing because of course Hyungwon can't be there. But it made me curious, wondering, since Midnight Idol is ending this week, what if this is also the last week of Idol Radio? Who knows, right? Who knows? And if that in that case, I don't know, would they really announce it on that day of? It's like, hey, like Honey just comes in and just like, hey guys, sorry this is last minute, but this is, my last time doing Idol Radio and we're not gonna do this again. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just preparing myself. So we'll see how Idol Radio is later. But I feel like that's something to prepare about too. Is like, what if suddenly just end Idol Radio? So that means Hyungwon's last time doing Idol Radio was last week then. So yeah, so that's really sad. These radio shows that we enjoyed every single day or two times a week, was such a nice time for us. But then, on the planned ending of these shows is when they all catch COVID. Isn't that crazy? So I think that's just really, really sad, unfortunate timing. Really, really sad because Idol Radio started in August 2021 and then Midnight Idol in September 2021. And so they've been doing this for months, never caught COVID until now. So yeah, but then keep in mind, just last month is when they, canceled all the restrictions. So I felt like, yeah, it was just a matter of time until they caught COVID eventually. So I think that, just was also very, 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 very unfortunate timing. So yeah. 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 So yeah, I'm still not feeling good. I don't know when I could ever feel good. So yeah, all of this just, just Yeah, it just really sucks. But then, but I'm trying to keep in mind, their future schedule that they pre-recorded already. So as you guys know, like they did that music variety show that's gonna be on April 7th. So like, I still plan to do a watch party on April 7th, but I don't know how we're gonna feel by that time. Who knows if other members, caught COVID before April 7th. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about that. But I still feel like I want to do a watch party for it. But it made me curious. What if when, because that was recently, that was recently when they pre-recorded for this variety music show. What if they actually caught COVID from doing this variety music show? I don't know, because I never seen the show before, but many Mondos were able to go there, and I assume there were a lot of people there. So who knows if maybe they caught it here, but again, who knows, right? Who knows? But then also, I want to assume they make sure that everyone that went to the show is negative, but you could be, self-kit do negative, but you could still be positive, or maybe they were a close contact with a positive person, but they're not going to tell the broadcast station, of course not, and so yeah, so that makes me think, just think of when they recently went to go do a filming or some kind of event where there's a lot of people. It's like, this variety show is one of them. And then when they were preparing for the comeback, doing interviews or music video filming, those are also a lot of places where they could have caught COVID. So yeah, yeah, just what a mess, right? Just what a mess. Everything could have been fine if, like, I wish people didn't think, it was okay to stop contact tracing. I really think that was a big reason. Yeah, and they only trusted the self-kit test. Like, it's not 100% accurate. On the day of, Hyungwon did the self-kit test in the morning and it was negative. But then because he was showing symptoms, they were like, you should do the PCR testing just in case. And so then the PCR test came back positive. So like, I think people should realize by now the self-kit test is not reliable anymore. So, yeah, but no one seems to care, of course. That's most frustrating. No one cares. No one cares. Yeah. Anyways, so another thing I want to mention is that Queendom is, first episode is technically today. So right now it is already March 31st in Korea. It's past midnight right now. It's today. I said to you guys I wanted to do a watch party, but we didn't expect that we would be greeted with very, very sad news, right? So sadly I'm not in the mood to like watch Queendom, sadly, so I'm not gonna do a watch party anymore for Queendom. Like I said, I'm not even watching the Monster X YouTube videos, not even oh ho ho. Like I'm just not in the mood. So yeah, so no more watch party for Queendom, sadly. But um yeah, just I don't know when I'm gonna feel better. Eventually, I don't know. Actually, I still don't know. Like, I just feel like there's still gonna be more sad news to come. So that's why I'm yeah, I'm probably I don't know when I'm ever gonna feel better. So yeah, so that's just my update for you guys. And yeah, okay, so thankfully I'm fine. Again, I was very worried with like would I like start crying at any moment, but no, sadly, not sadly, but thankfully, yeah, I'm okay. And I think that's all I want to say. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So I think this live could end soon, actually. Yeah, I mean, unless you guys have more things you want to say. No, I think there's nothing else to talk about, right? I don't think so. Yeah. Right. Okay. Um. Lulu says, yeah, I was hanging out in his studio. That's a good point. He was hanging out in the studio. Hope he is there instead of the dorm. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me. Yeah, he said on Midnight Idol, he was most of the time in the studio, but also while Gion was like promoting Voyager, he kept staying in the studio because he didn't want to wake him up while he was like resting in the daytime or something like that. So yeah, so I was usually hang out in the studio. But yeah, but the thing is, I feel like they most likely got COVID like doing something together, like all five members, like recording something, music video filming. So I still don't think any of the members are really safe, especially seeing that Kiyoung caught COVID. So yeah. Wait, I already read that, sorry. Yeah, Sarah says, I pray the rest of the members will stay safe and healthy. We all do, we all do. But yeah, I will probably end Midnight Idol alone on Friday. Yeah, with the hopes that he will stay healthy. Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, I hope so too. Lulu says, good news. Okay. Oh, thanks for reminding me. Thanks for reminding me. I totally forgot about some of the good news. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Dion's It's Live will be released today, March 31st, 5 p.m. Korea time. That's right. That's right. Of course, I'll enjoy watching it, but yeah, since it's just a performance, I always like watching him perform. But yeah, but all the other like videos they're uploading, I'm still not in the mood to watch them. And then yeah, finally, Shaw News movie, Quedam something. It was announced last year, and finally 1 year later, is saying okay, it's finally gonna be released April 27. I know. How ridiculous is that, right? So ridiculous. I don't know what happened with this whole why it took 1 year. I don't know. Like they announced it last year. That's okay. Like this show is gonna come out soon, right? Didn't it say that it was gonna come out soon? But it never happened, right? And then like I remember some of you guys were telling me like, oh yeah, they said it was gonna come out in August last year. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Um, but then they never updated again about it. I don't know. That was just so weird. But then now, finally, after 1 year, they're gonna they're gonna show it. Yeah. But FYI, I'm not gonna watch Shawnu's scary story because I'm not into watching scary things. Even if Gion was in it, I'm not gonna watch it if it's something scary. So guys, if you guys are okay to watch scary things, go watch it and do let me know how it is. I'm very curious. Yeah, but like yeah, feel free to spoil for me because I'm never gonna watch it. And so yeah, so only if you guys are okay with watching scary things and you don't mind telling me and then spoiling on the World Wide Web. I would like to know. Hi, Joey. Hi, Joey. Yeah, I briefly talked with her earlier today. She says, "Hi, girlfriend. Just passing by quick. I assume because also you probably need to go to sleep soon." She says, I know most of us here are more worried, but of course we all expected this. Yeah, just please continue praying for them speedy recovery. Yeah, and then virtual hugs to everyone. Thanks, Joey, again for everything. Yeah, me and Joey briefly I talked about it and I told her some things that I was sad about, but she was trying to cheer me up. And I'm like, yeah, I know, yeah, but still I'm sad, So like that's the main thing, just to let you guys know, is like, you know, this sad feeling can't go away, just everything just very, very unfortunate is happening, everything, their health and then not career, their planned things, and then their future things, like just everything. I'm just sad about everything. Um, yeah. Lulu says, I saw I am clips of him crying. Oh yeah, I should mention that to you guys. He broke down over one of his letters thanking him for sharing his thoughts on Midnight Idol. So I don't know if people translated it correctly, but I would love to tell you guys so this is technically my interpretation. It technically is. So like we could never know what exactly he was feeling except I am, but just based on based on me with the Korean language and hearing him talk and like when he started crying, this is my interpretation of what I think happened with I am yesterday and what made him cry. So first off is that the whole show. So the whole show, like ever even from the beginning, like I am still was not feeling good because ever since like Monday as well when they announced that this is the last week of Midnight Idol, and then he wrote on private messages, oh, I'll say more things about it the next day, which is his solo Midnight Idol. And so it started out with him, kind of mellow, like more mellow than usual, in my opinion. He was like kind of more mellow than usual. And then when he was reading everyone's stories, like usually he's like monotone and just talking like randomly about blah blah and blah blah. But his responses were like kind of short, was very like somber, and was really he didn't seem normal in my opinion, like just his mood, just because I think because he knows that Midnight Idol is ending and this is going to be his last ever solo Midnight Idol broadcast, right? But then technically not anymore because Gion just got COVID, but then we don't know if I am is still okay. But anyways, yeah, so he was like thinking, this is my last time doing a solo broadcast. And so yeah, so while he was reading each person's story and it was still very, very somber mood, yeah, so again, I don't know, like people were like translating everything, but like watching through the whole thing, overall was really somber reading each person's story. And then I remember there was one story that he read where like the fan asked him, spring is here, or like the start of spring. So like, was I think showed her like sorry, like I think she showed him a picture of like cherry blossoms or something. So anyway, she was like talking about spring and then like asked I am a question like, what reminds you of spring? Like what feels like the start of spring for you? So like she just asked like a very like poetic, like kind of romantic question kind of thing, right? And so you would expect I am would be able to like answer like some kind of very in-depth, like kind of like romantic answer, right? But then he was thinking about it. He was like, start of spring, start of spring. So he was thinking about it for a long time. But again, it was still a somber mood, right? Yeah, he was still, thinking of a somber mood. So while he was still thinking about it, and then he answers, well, the start of spring is the end of Midnight Idol. I was like, That's really sad. It's like, why you why you mentioned that? So, like, yeah, so again, like that was his whole mood during the whole radio show. So I don't want you guys to think that he suddenly cried. Like his whole mood throughout Midnight Idol yesterday, he was in a really, really somber mood, which I don't blame him. He definitely is very sad about Midnight Idol like ending. Like I want to assume he knew it was gonna end eventually, because they have to go on tour soon and then the comeback album and stuff. But I wonder if maybe they didn't expect it this soon. I also didn't expect it to end this soon either. I thought maybe it would end in May because they would use Midnight Idol to like promote their album and stuff. I thought, that would happen, but no, but then just suddenly, oh, we're gonna end Midnight Idol on April 1st. I'm like, just I don't who knows why. So anyways, yeah, so who knows if maybe was something said. But anyways, yeah. So hearing I am say that's like, oh, the start of spring is the end of Midnight Idol. It was just so sad. And so the thing is like then the Korean fans, you could leave comments in Midnight Idol app and the Naver Now app. And so everyone was like crying. It's like, oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. And everyone was crying. It's like that's so sad. And then I am was reading the comments. He's like, why are you guys crying? He's like, why are you guys crying? Blah blah blah. He's like, I'm like, I am, please. And he's like, how can I comfort you guys? And I'm just like, okay, I am. Yeah, so anyways, yeah. So overall he was in a sad mood on that day. And so while he's continually reading people's stories, it's still a very somber mood, right? It's still, he never really picked it up at any point. But then he read someone's story where I guess really tugged at him. And so this story basically was this viewer or Monbebe, or she most likely is a Monbebe, where like she was just saying lots of good things about how I am's like solo broadcast, like she watched it not only one time but like multiple times, and like she just was saying like very complimentary things to him, saying like your voice, I turn it on as like background music sometimes, just listening to your voice. So she's like super in love with him. Okay, she's like super in love with him and loves everything that yeah, all his solo broadcasts on Midnight Idol. And then she talked about how like it feels like a comfortable place for her. So like Midnight Idol and him, like I am how he speaks on the radio show just feels very comfortable. And then she says to I am, also to I am, this is probably a really comfortable place for you to be speaking whatever you want, right? And so that's all she said, just talking about how comfortable it is. It's just really really comfortable. And I was saying, for I am seems comfortable, and she's like, oh, that's all I wanted to say. Bye. So it's not a super touching letter, okay? It's not super touching. Like she just, yeah, was complimenting lots of things to him, and then talking about how comfortable it is. And so the thing is, while Ian was reading this letter, like he was getting like kind of emotional reading the letter once it got to the part about feeling comfortable. So I was thinking, how come that affects him so much, of like just the words of like feeling comfortable. And so after he finished reading the letter, he got like a little bit choked up, right? So he's like a little bit choked up. He's like, of course. He's like, of course. And like he says, of course. And he's like, yeah, he's answering like her question, like, of course, this place really feels comfortable for me. And so like, and then he's thinking about what else to say. And like, he's kind of like choking up a little. And then he started saying more things, how like I can't remember exactly what he said, but he was saying lots of things about just how much he likes Midnight Idol. Basically, he's like, yeah. So me being on Midnight Idol, being able to say my thoughts, and then reading everyone's stories. Okay. Now I'm kind of remembering more things. He said like in the 7 years of my career, this is the first time where I ever felt comfortable to like say whatever I want to say. And I remember him also saying like, every time when I do a solo Midnight Idol, without Gian, every time when it's only me doing Midnight Idol, it feels so comfortable and like so just always feels comfortable, and just he really really just really likes it. And so like and then that's when he started crying. And so I think why that made him cry is that in all his years of being a K-pop star, where like you're forced to do things all the time and you don't really have any moment of like being able to like freely be who you are, or like say what you want to say. I guess that's really what I was thinking, like thinking about why this affects him so much, is that yeah, so like 7 years of working hard as a K-pop singer and not really free to do whatever you want, like this place for the first time in 7 years made him feel comfortable. And I think that's how it made him cry. Because personally, for me, if I were in I am shoes, and like if he does have these thoughts that I'm assuming he does, that would totally make me cry too. Like having for the first time in 7 years to just comfortably say whatever you want to say, like not be so criticized a lot as a K-pop singer, having to do blah blah blah, or like forced to do certain things. And so I do think that's why he got emotional and then started crying about it. And then knowing that this comfortable place that he has been doing for a couple months now is now ending. And so I think also that's what made him cry too, is that this comfortable place is now gonna be gone. So yeah, of course he would cry. Yeah, I would cry too. Yeah, so the thing is, when I was watching it and then seeing that, I was like, I empathize with him. I empathize with him, but I didn't cry. But then again, I'm still in a sad mood too because of Hyungwon catching COVID. So even while I'm watching I Am on Midnight Idol, like, I'm trying to not be super sad, but then, overall just everything is sad. Everything was sad. So yeah, for some reason I didn't feel like crying watching him like cry and like talk about these things and stuff. But then at the end though, so at the end of the show, I Am said, like, "I really don't cry easily." Like, I want to believe that given I Am, his personality, as you guys know, he's like, "I really don't cry easily." But he's like, "But yeah, but that made me cry." So I think he was also surprised, "I can't believe that made me cry." And so, yeah, so like, I Am is also a sensitive person, and like this is one thing that would make him sensitive to cry, which I think is very interesting. It's very human about him. So I'm really glad to know he's not a robot. And so I hope he's not ashamed of it. But he was like very surprised. He's like, I really wanted to show a better side of me. He was also like kind of embarrassed. He's like, why did I have to cry like so early on the show? And then for the rest of the show it was like kind of awkward. And then, there were people that sent in more stories to him. And like one person, her nickname is like I Am Don't Cry. And then I Am is like he's like, "Yeah, why don't I'm usually not a crier, blah blah blah." And like, he was responding to the nickname, and just telling to people, "I really don't cry." But anyways, so yeah, so even though he's embarrassed about it, but I just feel was yeah, it was just a very human thing about him. And he rarely cries, but we saw him cry on broadcast. And so yeah, just yeah, I think again just shows how much Midnight Idol means to him. And then I'm sure it means a lot to Gion. I want to assume that too, but maybe means a lot to I Am for like, lots of different things. Um yeah, so anyways, that's the whole long story about it. So I don't know if people translated correctly, or maybe they just really paraphrased a lot about it, but I feel like it is important, like, to know the full story, to really understand why that happened, and understanding more about I Am's heart as well. Now that you know like this full story about it, right? I can't say this is the full story, but again, this is my interpretation as to watching the whole thing of what I Am went through on that show, and then guessing from his personality and stuff. That's yeah, that's just my take on it. Okay, so anyways, yeah, if you guys have any questions about it, feel free to ask me. It's all good. Um was there really nothing else I want to talk about? I guess not. Again, I'm kind of glad I'm not crying today. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Everyone, I wanna assume Hyungwon and Gion will be fine, right? I wanna assume they will be. Both of them need to eat more vegetables. Not only Hyungwon, Gion as well needs to eat more vegetables. But I'm not saying that's like gonna be the answer of like not catching COVID in the future. But I want them to just be more healthy. Who doesn't want to be more healthy? But one of the things to be more healthy is to eat more vegetables. And so, yeah, so Gion always keeps saying how much he loves meat. And so I really hope that from now on, since sadly he caught COVID now, he really needs to take care of his health more from now on. And so, yeah, it sucks, it makes people change after they get something terrible like catch COVID. Then you change your lifestyle. That is not the way it's supposed to be. But I want to assume Kyungwon and Gion, they really, really tried as much as they could to stay safe and be healthy. But yeah, but I think maybe they also felt the same way. It's like, yeah, it's nothing. Like, the government's not strict about it anymore. I really want to do my work. Yeah, it's like whatever. Like, I feel like maybe them too as well. They're a little bit at fault. Who knows? Is that they also maybe don't care as well, and then maybe they weren't too careful about something, and then sadly caught COVID. So yeah, there's no one to blame. Just everything in general. It was just all a concoction of terrible things happening and no one really caring. And then yeah, I just felt was inevitable they would get COVID. And like yeah, so yeah, so yeah, so surely I hope they will be fine. And then yeah, so Gion hasn't updated us. I mean, guys, wasn't it so crazy, guys? when I did the live 2 days ago, right, like me being sad about Hyewon catching COVID, right when I ended my live, you guys know this, right? Right when I ended my live, it was like 5 minutes later, Hyewon wrote a letter on fan cafe. I'm like, Hyewon, why you do this to me? But then, I would have loved it to have translated you guys on the spot. Sorry, translated for you guys on the spot. But I want to assume it's already been translated, right? But if you guys want me to explain to you again what he said, but he just said just very normal things, that he's fine, he's resting, and he also said like look forward to the comeback. So just just saying like typical things, um but still it was nice to hear from him that that he is okay, that he also like is taking medicine for his symptoms, which is totally fine. If you need medicine, it's all good. So yeah, so I have a feeling Gian maybe at 2 something in the morning would he also write something to us, but we don't know, maybe right now he's like sleeping a lot because he maybe, who knows, like each person after you catch COVID, even if you're fully vaccinated, each person gets different symptoms, of course. And so yeah, so who knows how Keon is doing, but I want to assume he'll update us soon. And yeah, so let's just hope for the best. As always, hope for the best. Um I feel like maybe me being so numb right now, like it's helping me get through it. Yeah, yeah. I really was worried I was gonna get emotional, but thankfully, yeah, I think I have it like all in check. And the feeling I can only explain it is just feeling numb. And I think this is the best for me to be at this moment. Just to just let it all pass. Just to wait until this nightmare ends, right? So technically, we're in a real nightmare right now, right? Like at any moment, something scary is gonna happen. So yeah, it feels like a real life nightmare right now, and like we just have to wait until it ends. And so that yeah, so I have that feeling right now. Just hope no more scary things will happen, but still, it's not over yet. So we still have to wait a while until we can finally be at ease. Yeah. Um, okay. So where I left off, Sylvia says, he definitely didn't feel normal from the way he responded to the letters. Yeah, yeah. Glad you saw that. I mean, again, I don't know how you guys Korean level is, but yeah, even if you didn't understand what he was saying, if you could see just from his body language and his tone of voice, yeah, if you could see that he overall wasn't normal, yeah, yeah, which is true. Yeah, even yeah, yeah. She says, I hope I'm not over worrying or overthinking things. No, not at all. No, not at all. I mean, I was emotional on that day. That nothing bad at all. Unless do you think he's sick? We don't know. We don't know. So I remember is Joey still here? But Joey was thinking that I am sounded kind of sick yesterday. But I'm like, he sounded normal to me. He was just, just more sad. That's the thing. He sounded very somber and sad. If maybe that felt unusual. But yeah, again, who knows? Like he could be perfectly healthy one day, like seems perfectly healthy, no symptoms. But the next day he could get symptoms and then be sick. And so yeah, we still can't say whether they are fully healthy or not. And so we still have to wait a couple days and see if the other guys sadly get COVID or not. Sarah says he couldn't hold the tears. Sorry. What did I just say? He couldn't hold the tears in. Yeah. So I mean, it must have been so emotional for him. But again, totally understandable. I can never experience that life that I am went through. But I can only imagine how tough it is as a K-pop singer, and especially I am with his Pass with No Mercy, as you guys know. And so, yeah, I can only imagine. Even for a guy like him, how could you not cry? Unless you're a robot. So yeah. Sarah says, I can see how finding a comfortable space where you can be yourself and express yourself can get you emotional. Exactly. You guys are empathizing with him, right? Exactly. Who would not be sad about that ending? So I have hope that surely they will find another outlet, whether it be Naver now or a different outlet some other time, where they could do like another radio show or talk show again, or even do on V Live. They technically could do their own things on V Live, but I guess might be more tricky because I don't know if they make money from V Live. So everything they do has to involve money, as you guys know. So they have to talk about it with their company and stuff. But I want to believe I am in Gian and the rest of the MX members that maybe they can find this kind of program again where they could just be themselves and be comfortable. And yeah, that'll be yeah. I don't want to believe this is really the end. I want to believe like they will still have another chance in the future. Um Lulu says, I'm glad I am had this safe haven to be himself. Got that right. This letter allowed him to open up his emotions and let go of the pent up feelings to be released. Yes, 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 indeed. So I don't know if the Neighbor Now producers were thinking that this was gonna make I am cry, because I didn't think it would make him cry, but then knowing that this is definitely something that's very emotional for him, about this place being so comfortable for him, and then being so sad about it ending, that yeah, that it made him, yeah, um not able to hold it in, because he was like, I'm super sad. Like, when you're super sad about something, it is tough to hold it in. So yeah, so that's how it happened. Yeah. Sarah says, one of the reasons I love Midnight Idol is because of I am being comfortable to share more about himself. Got that right. And be himself. Got that right. He made a lot of people feel comfortable with themselves and their personality. You got that right again. Got that right again. And let's not forget Gian as well. Gian as well. I learned so many things about Gian through Midnight Idol. Do you guys remember in the beginning, I was not really enjoying Gian a lot because I realized how immature he is. Do you guys remember me talking about that? So, this was a very new side of Gian that I never saw before either, that he is a really immature guy. But but the thing is, I was glad to like know that side of him, and like the only way I would have known this side of him if it wasn't for Midnight Idol and him also being comfortable to be who he is. And like I don't even think he knew that he was being immature. He was legit being himself. And so yeah. So even though I was like dealing with some things, like I really hate seeing immature things like that, but my love for him was so strong that of course I still loved him. But then the thing that I also like to see is that later on, like I think it was early this year, like these last 3 months of this year so far, is that I finally see him maturing more. It's so weird. Like after turning Korean age 30, like something in him, I don't know, something in him changed. And so it was really nice to see that progress, that he is maturing and he has the ability to mature. And so I thought that was actually really nice to see that progress of him. But yeah, but with I am though, like I think maybe he got more emotional at the end, but overall Ian's personality and his maturity never really changed throughout all of Midnight Idol. But I want to believe is that yeah, at the end, especially yesterday where we saw him cry, is that he was like maybe more comfortable and more okay to express more of his emotions at the end of it all. So that was yeah, so that was just I am and Gion truly grew up in Midnight Idol. They truly did. It was only a few months, but they really grew up a lot in this show. So I want to believe, of course, this radio show meant a lot to them, and I'm really glad that they were able to do it and grow from it. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, why are we so sappy today? But it's okay. At least it's not making me cry. Yeah, let's okay. Yeah, of course, yeah, talk about anything. And so Joey says, that is so true. That space is something we all need when we just have to go all out and be true to ourselves. Exactly right. Um, Lulu says, I had the show playing in the background when I was working and didn't see that part at all. It's all good. Yeah, yeah. The clip translated him reading this particular comment and breaking down. Okay, okay, that's not exactly correct. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that made me think people were just paraphrasing, but not giving the whole context. As you guys know, when it comes to translating anything, English to Korean, Korean to English, you have to know the whole context. And so if people just think he started crying after reading a comment, that's not true. So like he read the story, he was like, already like emotional about it. Okay, but he wasn't really crying yet. So he was already emotional about it after reading the story. But then when he was talking to himself, like saying like how important Midnight Idol is to him. So after he was talking about it, and then suddenly while talking about it, then he started crying. And so yeah, it was like him basically coming out his feelings all of a sudden, like he didn't mean it. He's like, oh my god, I usually don't cry, but like he didn't mean it. He just wanted to give his comments about it. But then I felt like, yeah, I mean that happens to me sometimes too, is that when you suddenly talk about something and then it just suddenly makes you tear up, so yeah, so that is exactly what happened. Yeah. Sarah says, I love the part where he mentioned his dad. Yeah, yeah. And the conversation he had with him. Iam's dad is such a supportive dad. I love their relationship. Man, guys, I think this shows a lot as to why Iam has this personality, because he's raised by a dad like that. I'm, and especially as you guys know, his dad is a scientist, and then now he's a professor at one of the so I didn't know this until now when I told my friend about this. So my Korean friend, and so we talk about MX things, even though she's not a Monbe, but just randomly, she's one of my closest friends and being interested in what I like, that's she's a true friend. So, anyways, she's not a Monbe, but we just started talking about I am and like his dad, and like I just mentioned briefly. He's like, his dad, he teaches at this certain university. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, is that a big deal? And she's like, that's the top science university in Korea. I'm like, oh, no way. And so yeah, so like I mean his dad is a big deal. And so yeah, so I knew he was always a big deal. Like I remember like I am his dad, he was in like Korean news or like Korean broadcast, like he's like studying something and like it was in the news or something. But like so like he's now a professor at like the top science university in Korea. And so I was like, good to know. And then my friend even looked him up and was like, oh my god, I see his dad, and like she commented like his dad looks exactly like I am. And I'm like, I know, right? And so anyways, it was just really really funny, like having that conversation with my friend who is not a Mondu, but maybe slowly I'll bring her to the fandom. But yeah, so like his dad is a big deal. Okay, super super smart to be a scientist, but now a professor at one of the at the top science university in Korea. And so anyways, I am is raised by a father like this, right? Who is very 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 intelligent, super super, top of his game, top of his game scientist and professor. And so yeah, so I am the thing is I am being the son of this super super amazing guy. I'm not surprised that I am said to his father on the phone. He's like, you're a big mountain that I can't overcome. I didn't think I am felt that way because he's a K-pop singer. His dad is a scientist and professor. Why does he think he needs to overcome this mountain of his father when he's a K-pop singer? So I was very surprised that he feels that kind of burden. He's like, I want to be like you, but also like try to like be as amazing as you, something like that. But I'm like, you guys are totally different fields. Like, why does I am feel that way about his father? But then anyways, he's still young. I am 27 Korean age. He's still young, figuring out his ways. And so he even asked to his father, what were you doing when you were my age, 27 years old? And his dad is so funny. He said like, well, I was chasing after your mother. And so not in a creepy way, but like he was trying, basically Iam's father was interested in his mother, but then so as a guy, trying to like make someone your girlfriend, trying to like what's the word, appeal to her. Yeah, yeah. So basically he was trying to appeal to her, and then Iam's father said that wasn't easy to try to like get her attention and try to date him, basically. So like good on him that he didn't give up, because otherwise Iam would not be born. And so anyways, good on you, Iam's father. And so anyways, yeah, so thought that was like kind of funny that Iam's father says to him, oh yeah, at your age I was trying to get with your mother. And so anyways, yeah, so then that was like a joking thing. But then Iam's like, well, it's like I think he asked him, what did you do at this age 27, is because he knows that his father is such an amazing scientist and professor. So like thinking about what were you doing at my age 27 to make you able to like be like this great person and stuff. And so maybe Iam feels like I'm 27 right now, but I'm nowhere near like how my father was doing at this age. But then Ian's father said like, not that he was, doing anything special. He was just trying to get with his mother. And so anyways, I thought that was very cute and funny for his father to say that. And so anyways, then I am says to him, oh, you're like a big mountain that I want to that I can't overcome. But then Iam's father says the most poignant, most poetic thing. Not surprised, because given Iam also talks this way sometimes too. But like, yeah, so like his father says, I don't want you to think that I'm a mountain for you to overcome, but I want you to think that I'm a mountain that you can lean on. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is that? They should be poems. Oh wait, not poems. They should be poets. Yeah, they should be poets. So anyways, yeah, that was a very 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 nice thing to say. But yeah, as you guys know, his father, top scholar. Okay, he's a scholar. He's so smart, and so yeah, so wise. That's what I mean. He's so wise. Given he's probably like 50s or 60s right now, and so yeah, such a wise man. And so yeah, so to give those words of comfort to I am is really really touching. And so I am said like those words really comforted him, and yeah, and so now we can totally understand why I am is like this way, because of his father. And like we don't know how his mother is, but then I remember I am mentioned this in Monster X-Ray that his mom is like a very emotional person while his dad is not, and so sometimes they like kind of clash and like things like that. And so I am says like I feel like I'm a mix of both of them. So anyways, yeah. So yeah, I think yeah, his parents, the way they are and how they raised him, it's like, you know, is the I am personality that we see right now. And so but anyways, yeah, but I think his dad is a really, really, really awesome person. Yeah, so I just think, yeah, just so interesting. And I hope I am surely does not think he needs to you know, he needs to be someone that can that amounts to how his dad is. Like he's a really famous K-pop singer. I think that's already enough in my opinion. Isn't that like quite impressive already to even be a super famous K-pop singer? But you know, I guess compared to a scientist and professor, I mean, you know, at the top university in Korea, I guess, you know, it doesn't it's not really the same in some sense, but I feel like it can't really be compared. It's like two totally different worlds, you know, totally. Yeah, and but anyways, yeah, I can't imagine having a father like that. You know, yeah, as you guys can assume, my father is not like I am's father, but but yeah, yeah, just interesting, right? Just interesting. Yeah. Anyways, I am's history is a very, very interesting history. So interesting. This video is supposed to be about sad news, but now it's all talking about I am. This is kind of weird, but it doesn't matter. These are very interesting topics anyway, and it's distracting me from all the sad things anyway. So it's all good. So I hope no one is like thinking too weirdly about where these conversations are going. So yeah, it's all good. Um 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 okay. Excuse me. Lulu says they translated exactly what I said. Oh, okay, okay. And also commented that the staff played a song so I am could compose himself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So while like I am was like, you know, he was crying. So while he was crying, and then but then not really crying, like he was trying to compose himself. And then the next thing he had to do was say the next story. So it wasn't supposed to be a song. He was supposed to be reading the next story. But then the neighbor's staff, you know, they realized okay, because he tried to read the next story, but then got choked up again. And so he couldn't read the next story. And so while he was like choking up, then I think the neighbor staff people they were like, okay, we should play the song now. And so they did. So you know that's just common what's the word common courtesy. You know, I would be shocked if they didn't, you know, do that. And so anyways, yeah, so I just felt like that given it was a live broadcast and then they saw his condition and just realized, you know, yeah, it was best to play a song at that time. And then, you know, then when I am came back after the song and then he's like, oh yeah, yeah, so I don't know, he just tried to play it off like nothing happened basically, and then just went into reading the next story. But anyways, glad to know people translated okay, like really? Okay, okay. So Lulu, I'll trust you if they really did translate. I don't know exactly. Okay, they didn't give the whole context, did they? And so I feel like I hope I gave you guys context. That I don't think I ever saw anyone give the whole context. Oh, but then I'm rarely on Twitter these days. But anyways, I don't want to think exactly, but at least as long as you guys like really get the whole story of how exactly it was on that show and like what made him cry, like that's most important. Is that I hope that people don't think it was from I don't know. Like, you know, it was from his own words that made him cry, but then the letter started it, but then it made him think these things, and then through his own words, that's what made him cry. Yeah. Um, like his through his own words and his own feelings, I guess. It was like coming out at that time, and then that was what was making him cry. So surely I hope surely people know that, and it's not like he read something and then started crying. That's what I was worried that maybe people were misinterpreting like that. And so yeah, so just as at least I told all you guys here. So that's most important. So it's all good. Sarah says, totally. It's not easy to find that space, and when you do, it's a precious thing. Exactly. Yeah. And then Lulu says, how I am wanting to succeed his dad. Yeah. And that his dad would rather have him lean on him. Exactly. That's exactly what I just said. Yeah. I was gonna say something that, yeah, yeah, never mind. Yeah, anyways, yeah, yeah. So like I was just gonna comment, like, you know, of course they would be sad about Midnight Idol leaving, but I was also really sad. You know, I still am sad that Midnight Idol is ending. It's just I felt I don't know. I just feel like the timing is really weird, but I can understand why they decide at this time to end. But for some reason, I still feel like it's really suddenly ending, you know. And I just wonder if maybe with Hyungwon catching COVID on Monday, if that sparked, you know. I don't. I doubt it. I want to believe they intended to end on April 1st, but I still find it hard to believe too, because like when they want to keep Midnight Idol going to promote their album, um, but then again, maybe they really were so busy that they couldn't do Midnight Idol schedule anymore. But anyways, yeah, it just made me curious if maybe it was really like too sudden. That also like you know can make it more emotional. Like for me, I'm still sad that it's gonna be ending soon, and then even sadder that Gion won't be able to do these ending shows. Yeah. Sarah, yeah, yeah, with emojis and saying yeah, and then Cherry says, I get I am exactly, but I feel like he has things on his mind. He is a thinker. He is exactly, exactly. He is always thinking exactly right, girlfriend. And he is not one to express everything that he thinks. He would only express what when if he's comfortable and when he feels like it. Yeah. It hurt seeing him cry. Yeah, yeah, but relieved that he didn't hold it in either. Yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. I want to believe he healed in some sense of crying because I feel like if he didn't cry then, he would never cry like in the future, you know? And so I felt it was good for him to cry regardless. Yeah. Um Joey says, same thing here. I actually noticed him being all quiet all of a sudden, but didn't see the tears. So I just went on with my work and then later on saw tweets about him crying. I see. I see. Yeah, yeah. I guess he was really holding it well, but no, like yeah, just it's okay. Yeah, yeah. Like you didn't see him cry, but then it's okay. Maybe because also you were distracted with work, but yeah. If you guys rewatch it and stuff, yeah, you could see like how he was like trying to deal with it. Um, Sarah says, yeah. And then Lulu says, how loved both of them. Love to spill tea on Hyunwon and recently Minhyuk for being a sleepy drunk. Oh yeah, that's right. They revealed yeah those things when they were talking with very the shows have brought out each other's colors in a good way. That's right. That's right. So also we learn like new things about the other members too because they spilled tea about them on occasion. That's right. Yeah. Um Joey says, I love how I.M's dad openly asked him to lean on him too sometimes. I totally get why he said that to I.M. As a parent, he just wants his child to feel less burden of whatever he is facing. Exactly right. Exactly right. You know, oh, why am I, I don't, so should I mention this? Okay, like, you guys have never seen my dad because, my dad lives in USA, but the thing is, like, of course I love my dad, like, of course, but the thing is, like, um, my dad is definitely not like I.M's dad. That's all I should say. So like my dad is still a great dad, but he's nothing like I.M's dad. That's all I have to say. And so I just really admire that I.M has a dad like that, especially being a son. I think being a son, like I think men out there, as you guys know, so many men out there are so bad, right? But who knows what's the reason for it? But like knowing that I.M is raised by a dad like that, and like I want to assume makes him be this kind of person to be a good person and good man in general. So I think it's great that his dad being a great guy, that he has two sons. I am also has an older brother that he has two sons, and I want to assume they're both raised very, very well, and yeah, are going to be great guys. But anyways, no, no, nothing bad about my dad. Just I think it's admirable. That's all. That's just admirable. I cannot relate with it because my dad is nothing like I am's dad, but yeah, let's just yeah, just great. Just as great to see good dads like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um Yeah, Gan's undercut came like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, hi, girlfriend. I'm hoping you're okay, but yeah, I'm here because I'm trying to make myself okay. As you can see, Gan's undercut says, "Hi guys, I was busy, so I didn't see you were online." It's okay, girlfriend. Um, yeah, I didn't see you were online, and I haven't seen any news. Okay, but I saw that the yeah, so yeah, that they told you. So did anyone else catch COVID? Yes, but anyways, I can already see like yeah, yeah. So Cherry says, right, I loved knowing that. Yeah, yeah, about I am. And so then Sarah told to Gion's undercut, yeah, that Gion is positive. Yeah, I know. So Gion's undercut, I'm sorry you have to find this out here. It's okay. Yeah, so Gion's undercut says, oh no, yeah, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, yeah. So now Gion's undercut just knowing the news right now. Are you okay, girlfriend? Are you okay? So like the thing is like it was announced at around 6 p.m. 6 p.m. in Korea. And so right now it's almost 1 a.m. in Korea. So yeah, it's only been about 7 hours and of us like knowing this news, and it's it's not good. We sadly, was preparing for this, but it's hard, especially yeah, because Gion is my ultimate bias, and but I was expecting eventually this could happen, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, I just don't know what to say anymore. So like I said this in the beginning, is that I just feel numb to it right now. First hearing Hyowon getting COVID, I was a little bit emotional, but then thankfully, talking with you guys helped me through it. But then the second time now, just knowing that it's spreading between all the members now, um, Yeah, I don't know. I just feel so numb. And the thing is, I've been sad ever since Monday. So like Monday, Hyunwon got tested positive, and so on Tuesday, I was relieved there was no news on Tuesday, but I was still sad because I felt like at any moment there could be any sad news at any moment. So I just every day just feeling really sad and just trying to distract myself. But then today, sadly at 6 p.m. another sad news, and I'm just like, should I come do a live? And I was like, yeah, I should. It would at least make me feel better, and also to let you guys know how I'm doing, also to see if you guys are okay. So yeah, Gion's on a cut, who's Gion Bias together with me. Yeah, I just hope that she's okay. So yeah, talk about it with me if you want, or talk about it with other people here too. Yeah, before I go, let's we can hopefully just just get just have to get through it, like what's done is done, and just getting through it. Sarah says hugs, and then Gyanzanaka says thanks. Hugs to you and to everyone else here too. All my hugs to all you guys. I accept all you hugs too. Thanks again. Um, Joey says just had to emphasize that because every good parent because every good parent is just like I am's dad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I want to believe there are many good parents like him, right? Even though my dad is not like him, but I'm not saying my dad is a bad dad, but it's just really, really not like I am's dad, but still like yeah, it's just nice to know that I am has a good dad. Yeah. She says me being emotional now for experiencing this from my own parents. I'm glad. Yeah, again, that would make anyone emotional. Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, so like yeah. All parents are different, and yeah. Yeah, so just so interesting. Again, I'm not saying my parents are bad, but I can't say I have great parents. I mean, you guys have met my mom. I'm not really met my mom, but you guys have seen my mom. But she's a very typical, like very strict Korean mom. Like I can't say that's a good or bad thing, but it made me the way I am now because of the way she's like so strict with me. Um, but yeah, they were not the greatest parents, but if I was not raised that way, like maybe I would not be this person that I am right now. So that's why I don't want to think at all that they were bad parents. But the thing is, they are not like I am's dad. That's all I have to say. And so, but yeah, yeah. So I can't relate at all to like experience that kind of parent. So, but yeah, but I'm still grateful and happy for my parents, of course, and I understand why they act the way they do, and um, yeah. But anyways, if one day I'm still thinking about if one day I do a reaction video with my mom and you guys can like see the things she says and like how she's kind of how she talks and the way that she is like I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, my mom doesn't mind, but I'm still thinking about it, but we'll see. Yeah, and also if I'm in the mood for it and stuff. So yeah. Joey says, yeah, Sally, Gihan now too. Yeah, yeah. Virtual hugs. Hope they all get well soon. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Joey says, I know my parents have always been so good to me. That's good. Always supporting me and loving me even when I couldn't love myself. Wow, that's really good. So I'm really glad to hear you guys' parents are really good. Wow. Again, like I don't know. That's so weird, mommy. Like my friends as well. I mean, my friends as well don't tell me a lot about how great their parents are either. So I wonder, are we like like birds of a feather flock together? I don't know. So like so I yeah, honestly, I rarely hear from people that they really love and like their parents really love them. Like basically is like a parent like I am's dad, and so it's very interesting. Yeah, for kind of the first time hearing from you guys that you guys parents are very great and loving, which is really good. Which is really good. That's the way all parents should be. But again, I'm not saying my parents are terrible, but they are not like you guys parents, and so yeah, so I was just raised differently, and they express their love in a different way, of course. Yeah, yes, it's very interesting. But yeah, I don't relate, but I don't hate my parents. That's all I just want to say on that. Yeah. Um um Gianzanika says, I was already thinking something like this would happen. We all were. You remember me on the live 2 days ago. So sad. I hope he doesn't have strong symptoms. Yeah, that's all we're hoping for. Yeah, like I wonder, given like it said in the announcement that his first symptom was a sore throat, and so I wonder if maybe it would affect his singing. I hope not, but it could be possible. So yeah, he said like, not he said, but like the announcement said, his first symptom was a sore throat, and so who knows if maybe his throat got infected or not. I mean, who knows, like again, like something with the throat, but then also could be problems with his lungs. We don't know. So yeah, so I just surely hopefully he'll be okay. Like if he really took care of himself well, and he's 3 times vaccinated, so yeah, let's just hope at least for now, Hyungwon and Gion, let's hope them two will be okay, and then we have to wait and see if any of the other members get COVID or not. Gian's Undercut says, by the way, any news on how Hyungwon is feeling? Okay, so Gian's Undercut, I know you don't have access to the fan cafe, but did you see his letter that he wrote on fan cafe? Like, did you see translations about it or not? Because if not, then I would love to translate it for you, of course. And so, yeah. So Gian's Undercut, if you want me to, I'll give you like a summary. I won't translate word to word, so I'll give you a summary of what he said. But he's fine. He said he's fine. That's the TLDR about it. But yeah, if you want to know about his letter, I don't mind, to tell you about it. Sarah says, hope so too. For now, we know he has a sore throat. Yeah, that led him to getting tested. That's right. Yeah. Where did where I leave off? Oh no. Where I leave off? Oh no. Yeah. Huh? Okay, here I am. Okay, Lulu says, I am retold a story of him. That's right. I'm glad you saw that. Yeah, but that was like a Minute Idol episode a long time ago. So I am retold a story of him shouting at his mother, like not shouting at his mother. So yeah, I'm always worried about mistranslation. And so he was having an argument with his mother. I don't think he said he was shouting at her. I don't think so. But they were having a heated argument. I want to believe just a heated argument with each other. And then his father came into the room and said, yeah, don't talk to my woman like that. Yeah. And so I remember the word that he used in Korean. It was like, don't talk so harshly or like so like without thinking. Like that's kind of the Korean word for it. Like, don't speak so harsh or like without thinking to my woman like that. Like he legit said in Korean, my woman. And yeah, like not he didn't say to your mother. Usually it would be like, don't speak that way to your mother, but then his father's like, don't speak that out of place, to my woman. And then yeah, and then I am, of course, like he said that after he heard that from his father, he immediately like shut up. And like, yeah, of course, who wouldn't be after you hear someone say that to you? And so like he immediately like stopped arguing with his mom. And then yeah, and then Lulu says his dad is such a solid man. Even when it's like his own offspring, his son, but talking that way to this woman that he married is like, no, son, no, don't be talking this way to my woman. That's I.Am's father is legit a solid man, and I want to believe I.Am would also be like that to his wife too. I want to believe. I mean, but who knows? I.Am is of course his own person, but I want to believe, he would never, yeah, he would, yeah, he would just be a solid man too. I want to believe I.Am would grow up like that too. Giazonica says, oh, okay, thanks for the info. And then Giazonica says, what did I miss about I.Am? Did he say something about, okay, I want to assume people here they told you about it. Cherry says, can we just say we love I.Am's dad? Got that right. Just I.Am's dad is really, really cool. Yeah. Okay, I think Joey was updating you. Yeah, she said, not sure if you noticed. Yeah, Hyungwon, yeah, post on Fan Cafe last night. No, 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago, technically. No, last night. Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to think of the 24-hour period. Okay, yeah. So last night, it was literally last night. Saying he visited the hospital, taking lots of rest to come back soon in good health. Yeah. That's basically the TLDR of it. Yes. Thank you, Joey. Sarah says, yeah, Hyungwon posted on Fan Cafe after we ended I know, legit, like 5 hours after I ended this live, Hyungwon posted on Fan Cafe. Yeah, on Monday, I mean, that was really, really crazy timing. Yeah. Gianzanika says, I'm okay, Chrissy. I'm kind of glad you are. And she says, I was already pretty sure that Hyungwon wasn't going to be the end of sad news. Yeah. I mean, we were hopeful. Of course, like miracles could happen. I was hopeful, but yeah, sadly, the next guy to catch COVID is Gihyun. Yeah. So yeah, Hyungwon wasn't going to be the end of sad news. So I was sadly already ready for more sad news. Yeah. But I also said this in the beginning of this live. It's like no matter how much I'm prepared and ready, I still feel really sad. So I think Yeon Zanuka is a lot stronger than me. And so even though it happened like 7 hours ago, seeing the announcement, I'm even with Hyungwon, even though it's been more than 2 days, I'm still really sad about Hyungwon. And then now adding on Gion catching COVID. Yeah, I'm just still very sad, even though I prepared for it. But like it's just more sad than I was before, and now I'm not sure when will I ever feel better, even with me like preparing. Yeah, so even with me preparing, no matter what, yeah, I'm just sad. I'm just sad, and like I definitely would be more sad if I didn't prepare. That's the thing. Of course, it's still better to prepare than not prepare, but yeah, just still feeling really sad. Yeah. And so that's why I come here to try and feel better, and also just to check up on you guys too, that everyone is feeling okay during this really, really, really rough roller coaster that is not ending yet. Yeah. Um Lulu says, I am. Yeah, I am would be a great father-in-law. Sorry, I am's dad. So I was wondering who is he. Okay, so anyways, I am's dad would be a great father-in-law for any lucky woman who will marry I am. Got that right. Got that right. I didn't think about that. Yeah, he would also be a great father-in-law. Yeah, yeah. Given, he only has two sons, and so he can only experience a daughter through a daughter-in-law. And so yeah, so I always can imagine like all their parents, as you guys know, like all the MX guys don't have any sisters, and so all their parents they can never experience a daughter unless through a daughter-in-law. And so I want to believe all of them would love their daughter-in-law a lot. So yeah, so that's why I really hope the MX guys they really marry great women. I want to believe they will, but who knows? Sometimes men are not good at choosing good women, but I really hope that the MX guys will marry great gals. Yeah. Um Gianzonica says, "I hope you're okay, Chrissy. Thanks for asking. I don't know if you already heard like my spiel, but yeah, but no, I'm sure you already. Yeah, so that I basically just said like a few minutes ago. It's like yeah, and you're already here, and so yeah, so that's just me. I'm still sad. I'm still sad over Hyungwon, and now I'm more sad over Gion. So I'm just yeah, so I don't know when I'm gonna feel better. But then, as you guys know, today is the last day of March. Right now is March 31st in Korea. So tomorrow is April 1st, April Fool's Day. But hopefully, no one will make any sick joke about COVID. Let's hope not. But yeah, but it's the first day of April soon. My favorite month of the year. So sadly, it seems like I'm gonna be welcoming in my favorite month of the year in sadness. But I'm not gonna force myself to be happy if I'm not happy. So, so it's just really, really sad, really, really sad having to ring in April like this. But yeah, so just I don't know how to deal with it. I just hope talking with you guys is helping me deal with it a little bit. But yeah, so just every day I'm just focusing on my work. So if there's any customers watching me, I'm gonna ship packages to you guys on Friday. So April 1st, that'll be my day to like just do a lot of work. I have to ship out a lot of packages, and um yeah, so that's all I've been doing, just distracting myself with work. And then I've been watching some TV shows and stuff, and just just trying to not think about what's going on in my life and like MX guy's life, but like enjoying TV shows to like be um immersed in a different kind of in someone else's life basically. So that's why yeah, nowadays I'm like watching some more TV shows and stuff. Yeah, but the sad feeling will always be there. So that's all. So that's why yeah, if anyone just came now, I will not do watch parties for Queendom 2 anymore. So sadly, no more watch party for that now, because I'm as you can see, I'm not in the mood for it. But I'll still do the watch party for Monster X, because they pre-recorded for that variety show that's going to be on April 7th. So at least on April 7th, yeah, we could do a watch party for that, and hopefully I'll be in better mood then. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen by April 7th, right? So yeah. So we'll see how we spend the rest of April, guys. But on my birthday, I'll try to be as happy as possible, of course. But I don't know. Yeah, it's just not, just really unfortunate things going on now. So yeah, okay. So I just stop ranting. That's Games on the That's basically how, in general, I'm feeling. Um, Sylvia says, reading the translation of I am mentioning about his dad, oh, literally made her tear up. Wow. It feels so good to be able to have someone to lean on. Yeah. You guys are very sensitive people, which is good. But yeah, I know. I like, again, I am's dad is a really good dad. Yeah. Um, Joey says, we were just talking about how, yeah, I am cried last night. That's right. So that's why we're talking about I am. And then he mentioned about his dad last night as well. And it got a little emotional. And yeah, after reading a letter, and that was probably quite emotional. And then Gianzonica says, thanks. And I didn't know he went to the hospital. Oh, yeah. So not going to the hospital is not serious. Okay. So she says, oh man, I hope he feels better soon. So Gianzonica, I don't know if you want me to translate the letter and stuff, but after catching COVID, you don't have to go to the hospital unless you want to. And so it's not like, he went because he felt was super bad or super serious, but like, that's the thing with Korean, sorry, like, the Korean government no longer regulating these things. Like, you can do whatever you want after catching COVID. If you don't want to eat medicine or go to the hospital, if you feel good, it's all good. And the thing is, you don't even have to self isolate, And so, really terrible, right? They recommend you should self isolate, but they're not forcing you. And so, anyways, for Hyungwon's situation, I want to believe maybe his symptoms were not great. I want to believe that his symptoms were not that great, and so that's why he decided to go to the hospital just to be safe. And then they prescribed to him some medication that I think is for the symptoms, but not like medication to treat COVID, or not, not that kind of medication. I assume it is medication to just help with the symptoms, which is like a fever, a headache, or whatever could be going on with him, right? So I assume that's the medicine he probably got from the hospital. And then he also said in the letter that after resting a lot, after eating medicine, he says he feels a lot better now. And then he said, after getting through these things, he'll come back to us, in a healthy state. Yeah. And so hopefully that will, yeah, that after they fully recover and feeling good, then we'll see what happens after. um Mm, Sarah says, I am, yeah. So explaining to Gyan Sanaka, yeah, shared a conversation with his dad, and that, yeah. So it's all good. And then, Gyan Sanaka says, okay, yeah, and she doesn't have fan cafe, so she doesn't know. Do you want me to explain more about his letter? If you do, let me know. Sarah says, I know, right? And then Gyan Sanaka says, oh wow, sometimes you just have moments like that. Yeah. I love how open he is about his emotions, though, and crying is good to let it all out. Yeah, got that right. And so the thing is, like, I am rarely cries. Like, he also said that as well. He rarely cries, but at that moment, like, he got like too welled up with emotions, and that made him cry. And so yeah, so I did think was like a very rare thing that we saw of I am just being like very honest with himself, and then showing this side of himself where, like, he's very emotional about this nice comfortable place that Midnight Idol was for him, and that he's sad about it ending. That's basically like all his emotions all pent up like that. And then I want to believe that's what made him cry. um Gianzonica says, oh my gosh, sounds like an amazing dad. And then Gianzonica says, my parents have always been very supportive, so I'm very grateful to them. Again, great to hear. Again, I know it's like really hard to explain. Like, I can't say that my parents are like you guys' parents, but I'm just very glad to hear that all you guys' parents are all really great. Yeah. Um, um, oh, where was I? Oh no, oh no, oh no, where was I? Oh no, huh? Oh. Okay, here I am. Sarah says, yeah, his IM's dad is such an amazing person, and I am so glad IM has such a supportive, sweet dad. Got that right. Gianzonica says, my parents aren't perfect, of course, yeah, but I think every parent goes through changes and eventually understands how to be the most supportive they can. I'm sure it's not easy being a parent. Exactly right. Exactly right. Yeah. Just you guys, are saying like how great your parents are. I think that's great. All right, but it's like kind of weird because I can't really say that about my parents. So that's why I can't really relate with you guys. But I still love my parents to death, of course. Like, I really, really love them a lot. They're great parents in their own special way, but it's not like how you guys are saying, or not like how I am's father is. So it's like it's just very different of like what I think my parents are good in their own way. But from someone who doesn't know my parents, they would most likely say my parents are not the greatest, and I totally understand that. But yeah, but just with me living with them and being raised by them my whole entire life, like, of course I had times where I didn't like my parents, of course, and like, I wish that I didn't have parents like them. Of course I had thoughts like that when I was younger. But yeah, but then when I grew up and, in my 30s now, then I realized, I'm very grateful that they were in my life, because even if we had lots of bad moments, they made me who I am right now. And that, thankfully, once I reached my 30s, that I got more mature to think about, yeah, my parents, they really are good to me in their own way. Not perfect, of course, but you know, yeah, there's just only me can say about my parents. But from the outside, they are not seen as great parents. Like, I can't tell you guys why, but then but to me, yeah, I really am very, very grateful to have parents like them. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Um, Cherry says, my parents and I are really close. Yeah, that's cool, man. And she says, my mom and I are more friends now. My mom is one of my best friends. Yeah, it's not just my parents. My family has been there for me, always loving and supportive. And then Cherry says, I am just very grateful to my family. Yeah, that's great. I don't relate with you, girlfriend. Like my family is nothing like that with me and my parents, but I think it's so amazing to see relationship like that between a daughter and to your mom and your parents in general. Yeah, I think that's great. Like, yeah, I can never relate with it because it's like as I keep telling you guys, my parents and the way I was raised like totally opposite from you guys. But yeah, we all go through different things our own way, and we're grateful for whatever we get, And so that yeah, wow, just really interesting to hear. Yeah. Um, Gianzonica says, same, and I'm sure I am is like his dad. I want to believe, given they really look so similar, and apparently Gian as well also looks very much like his dad, apparently too. And so, yeah, yeah, so that looking so similar and like, yeah, surely their personalities as well are like quite similar too, and that they will be great dads in the future. Um, Sarah says, Hyungwon, he basically, yeah, about the letter. Okay, yeah, it basically said he went to the hospital, took some medicine, and slept well and got better. Yeah, and then Sarah says, I hope he will get better soon. Yes, yes, indeed. Yeah, and then yeah, again, I'm not sure if Gyanzanika wants me to give more details about the letter, which I can, no problem. Okay, so let me know. Joey says, so glad to hear that. I think we all just need that one big moment slash failure in our lives that can really break us. Yeah, something like that. To really realize how much our parents love and support us. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. I'm not saying something like that happened to me. I kind of went through a similar thing. Kinda. I mean, it's a little bit TMI, but I doubt my sister's gonna watch my video. So my sister still does not have a good relationship with our mom, and like, it's okay. It happens. And so yeah, and the thing is my sister is 3 years older than me. And so yeah, so she still is, it's kind of rough relationship with my mom. But yeah, but that's the thing. I don't think my sister is like realizing yet, to appreciate our mom for who she is, and so anyways, to each their own, so I realized it, early on, not early on, but like a couple years ago. Yeah, it was kind of, yeah, not that long time ago, but yeah, so as I just, once I got into my 30s and like mature more, then I just realized, yeah, I finally really appreciate my mom for who she is now. But then my sister, though, she definitely doesn't think that way like me. And so, yeah, just yeah, anyways, yeah, this is how life is. We don't pick our families. We are born into these families, but we are all our own person, of course, as well too. And yeah, but I really want to believe, even though I can't say I have the greatest parents, but I would not be this kind of person if it weren't for my parents. So, that's why I'm always grateful for them for that. Um uh Gail Zeneca says, no, Chrissy, I didn't see, you did not see any translations. Get out of here. But you haven't been on Twitter at all. Okay, that's why, because she was busy. Okay. So I would love it if you could read it a bit, only if you want to, of course, if it's not too much. No, it is not that long of a letter. So I am happy to let you know what it says. And then also to anyone else here, I don't know. I wonder, like, if you guys are like, or like what's how did other people translate, I wonder. And so anyways, I'll let you guys know how I personally would translate. And so let me get to it. And so yeah, so this is how long the letter is. Not long at all, right? Not long at all. So that's why, yeah, of course, I won't mind. And so first he says, Mon Bibis, you must have been really surprised. He does say I'm sorry, but he says I'm sorry to have made you guys worry all day. And so I understand why he said that, because in the morning on that day, Idol Radio says that Hyunwon's condition is not that good, and he's getting tested for COVID today, and so that's why he's not going to be on Idol Radio today. And so yeah, so we've known ever since the morning, and so was worried about him if maybe he had COVID or not. And so I do understand why he said that. The thing is, I don't know why fans are quite sensitive about it, like saying that that they shouldn't say sorry, but like, isn't that kind of normal? It's like if I were in their shoes, I would also say, guys, I'm really sorry that you guys were worried about me all day, because just suddenly hearing in the morning, I might have COVID, and then having to wait all day just worrying how he's being, like, of course you would say sorry. So I feel like let's not think of these celebrities as like an exception that they shouldn't say sorry. Isn't that kind of weird? And so I'm just trying to think as like a human, and also being in his shoes. I think that's very normal and fine to say sorry. And I think it's more weird if they don't say sorry, unless So, yeah, so I always feel kind of weird when fans are keep saying like they should not be sorry about this, but I'm like, and but yeah, so anyways, let me know if you guys disagree with me. It's okay, but I do think it's always weird when I see people say like they don't have to say sorry, but I'm like, wouldn't you do the same thing if you were in their shoes? And so anyway, um so then he says, I went to the hospital, ate medicine. After sleeping a lot, so not a lot, but I mean, this word he uses, like, really slept well. So I really, after really sleeping well, I feel a lot better. Um, and so, you know, I, um, um, s- excuse me. And so he says, I will quickly get better and show you a good side, like show you, like, show you a good side. Yeah, yeah, show you a good side. Um um look forward to the comeback. Like really look forward to the comeback, and then don't worry anymore. So, like, yeah, so he's saying like I really am getting better now. And so, yeah, so just look forward to the comeback a lot, and yeah, don't worry anymore. And then he says, and then he very randomly says, like, not by the way, but like, and but anyways, and Monbebe is like, everyone, be careful of the temperature changing. So I don't know if you guys know, if you live in a country where like the temperature can suddenly change because of the season. So like right now we're currently going through winter changing into spring, so it is like a sudden temperature change. And so this is something that Korean people usually get sick about. And so not sick about, they get sick from, that they typically get sick from. And so he's saying that right now the temperature is changing kind of drastically, and so be careful to not catch a cold, and to always dress warmly when you go outside. So yeah, even in this letter, he just suddenly wanted to say to us, be careful. And I'm like, okay, but I mean, we also need to be careful about corona. But then but anyways, yeah, so he's, yeah, just randomly said that. And then he says, um, I will quickly come back again, with a healthy state. I guess that's a better way to say it. In a healthy state. Yeah, yeah. Um, and then he says that I wished, not I wish, no, no, yeah, I want to let you listen to only good news. Yeah, I want you guys, I want to let you listen to only good news. And so right now I'm not feeling so good. So like he's not feeling so good because he wishes he can say only good things to us, but then he's sad that I have to say the sad news to you guys. And so he's like saying, yeah, so I'm sad about that. Or like just over, I'm not feeling good about that. And then he says, I will quickly, get things settled, like get things, settle, after he gets over COVID, and then we'll come back, like come, just come. And then he says that this night, that this is a night where that I really miss you guys. Like I really want to see you guys. Like, he's like, just, and right now is Hyungwon time. Hi, Hyungwon time, as I'm talking about your letter. And so, yeah, so just on this night when he wrote this letter, which is, the night, right, basically a few hours after he got tested positive for COVID, that he's like, this is a night where I really miss you guys. And then he says, yeah, so have a good night, everyone. And that's the end of his letter. So I didn't mean to translate the whole thing, but then since it's so short, I was like, might as well. Okay, yeah. So that's the whole entire letter that he wrote to us. And he didn't update us again after he wrote this letter almost exactly 24 hours ago. So yeah, we didn't hear from him again, but I want to assume he's just dealing with whatever symptoms he's going through and resting a lot, and trying to get better soon as quickly as possible. And so Gihyun, Gihyun, we heard the news about 7 hours ago, but he hasn't posted at all about anything, like private messages, fan cafe, nothing. He hasn't posted about anything. So who knows what he's going through right now? Maybe he's still like resting and trying to get some rest, or maybe he's like thinking, what should I say to Monbis? Because like maybe he's sad about catching COVID, which who wouldn't be sad, And so yeah, who knows when we'll hear from him, but I want to assume once he feels okay and like, knows what he wants to say to us, then he'll come and write something. I mean, wouldn't it be so crazy, guys, if right after I end this live, like who knows, 5 minutes later, then Gian uploads his letter? I mean, because that's legit what happened to me, as you guys know, 2 days ago, right after I ended the live. 5 minutes later, someone wrote a letter. And so that'll be crazy. That'll be crazy. Surely it's not gonna happen, but if it does happen, guys, we'll talk about it in the next live, okay? Because that would be crazy. And so anyways, yeah. So right now it's 1:17 a.m. I think I think this is all to talk about, right, guys? But I still haven't read you guys' comments, but it seems like we're wrapping things up. I can't remember if there's anything else I wanted to say. So I think I say everything I wanted to say. And yeah, I'll just read you guys' comments, and then these would be the last things to talk about, and then I'll go. Um, mm, where did I leave off? Oh no. Oh, where did I leave off? Okay, here I am. Okay, okay. Cherry says, yes, sometimes when you hit rock bottom, you get to know who truly loves you and excuse me, and who doesn't. You got that right. Yeah, yeah. That's why sometimes I think that MX guys, they love each other a lot more right now. And they also love Mon Bibis a lot more than before because of Wano leaving MX. Like, definitely, they changed a lot after Wano left MX. And so I feel like something from that incident definitely changed them, but in a good way. I want to believe in a good way, but like Wano as well changed in a good way as well. And so yes, and then Cherry says, I am lucky enough that I have such a great family, but also I have found such wonderful friends. You are just so lucky and fortunate. That's all it is. And I think that's great. Not that that people have to struggle. I don't ever want people to struggle, but usually the people I meet usually are struggling with family things. And so if you guys come from great families, no big like drama or struggles, I'm really happy to hear that. And just we all have our own lives and we make the best of it. And yeah, as long as long as something good comes out of it is most important. Yeah, yeah. So like, definitely with my family, we could have ended up in really, really bad situations. That's all I have to say. We could have terrible things could have happened to my family, but thankfully it didn't happen. And so I'm just really, really grateful for that. I'm very grateful for where I am right now, and like, my whole family, they're still healthy. I have family in USA and in Korea, as you guys know, but so far none of them have caught COVID yet. I don't know how either. So my family also is a miracle, but knock on wood, I hope none of them catch COVID. And so yeah, so anyways, yeah, so hopefully, yeah, my family will still be okay. And yeah, and yeah, all you guys too, all you guys, your family and friends, hopefully, during while we're still in this crazy pandemic, that we're all gonna be okay. Yeah. Um, Kieran Seneca says, oh, okay, so it seems he already got better then. Yeah, yeah, I'm really glad to hear that. Yeah, yeah, he says he's getting better, but this is only his second day after testing positive. So I assume he's still in the recovery phase, but hopefully in a few days we will see Kian. Sorry, not Kian. Sorry, in a few days we will see Hyungwon, and then maybe 2 days after that, then maybe we will see Kian after he recovers too. So yeah, we'll see. Um, Sarah says, I was surprised and relieved to get news about him, about Gion, I think. I just hope he is truly getting better and that he and Gion will recover soon. Okay. Maybe you're talking about Hyungwon? Okay, okay. But yeah, we hope for the both of them. Yeah, get better and recover soon. Yeah. Lulu says Hyungwon Bias Twitter accounts have posted a story of yes, 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 and also Monster X official Twitter account, they retweeted this as well. And so yeah, him and Wellage, yeah, yeah, donated 10 million won to charity that supports children with rare diseases. Yeah, yeah. So you guys remember the Hyungwon birthday thing? That I helped buy for you guys, Lulu. I helped buy for you the Hyungwon birthday thing. It said that part of the profits of buying this Hyungwon birthday item would go towards charity. So I assume when they mentioned about this charity that they donated to must be from the Hyungwon birthday thing. And so Wellage donated some of their profits from this item to this to a charity. So they never said what charity it would be. So now we know what charity is: children with rare diseases. And that apparently, I don't know. This is what I read from someone's tweets: is that Hyungwon donated his own personal money as well into this charity too. And so that's really, really sweet. Yeah. Cherry says, yeah, I saw that. And Sarah says, today is March 31st. Yeah, yeah. Huh? Wano has a fan sign today? Is it a video call fan sign or is it in-person fan sign? Let me see his schedule. Yeah, we haven't heard from Wano in a while, but I wonder if maybe I hope we don't hear him catch COVID either, but we don't know. And so so his schedule today. Yeah. Okay, so it's only a video call fan sign. I'm glad. Okay. I really hope they stop doing the in-person fan signs. And so yeah, it's only a video call for the Chinese website fan call. Yeah. Wow, good to know. Good as you guys are one of Bias fans, of course you guys would know that. So that's really good. Yeah, um thank you for letting me know. So at least, yeah, so that means we might see but then again, there are only Chinese fans that can win into this video call. So Twitter is banned in China. Do you guys know that? If not, like, not only Twitter is banned in China, so is YouTube and Twitter. So wait, what did I just say? Yeah, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Google. So yeah, so anyways, many websites are banned in China. So that I don't know if we'll be able to see any videos of it in Twitter. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe some Chinese people they actually do use Twitter, but they use a different IP or something. But yeah, if you guys don't see anything about on Twitter, yeah, it's understandable. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So yeah, Wano has a schedule today. That's interesting because we haven't seen him in a while. And yeah, and we'll see if I am will be okay, and we'll see him on Midnight Idol, and hopefully Ju Honey will be okay, and then we'll see him on Idol Radio. So yeah, so actually today, Thursday, is gonna be a little bit busy, but still prepare for anything. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so still prepare for anything. Cherry says, "Oh, by the way, yes, Sarah said like this is his last fan site. I think so. I think so because there's no other schedule in April, so this must be his last one, right? I think so. Yeah, yeah. Um, Cherry says we know MX members always donate. Yes, you know it. Yeah. I just lost my spot again. Oh, where's my spot again? Oh my gosh, I just lost my spot. Okay. Okay. Lulu says, Wano still doing fan signs? Yeah. But there's a video call. Yeah. And then because it just scared me. Anytime like if there's a notification in the middle of the night. Okay, but you guys DM me something. Okay, I'll look at it later. Um, yeah, so this is Wano's last fan sign, which was yeah. And anyways, Gion had a promotion for another fan sign too. Yeah. So as you guys can assume, because Gion catching COVID, his last fan signs were supposed to be this weekend, but of course are now postponed and then will be rescheduled for when Gion has time for them. Because as you guys know, he has to do fan signs for the new MX album first, and so after he does that, then I guess he can do those two postponed fan signs. But then wouldn't they be going to Germany and USA at that time? I don't know. So we'll see how they plan it out. But yeah, so we'll have to wait and see what they plan to do. In my opinion, just cancel the fan site. They can make enough money from the MX comeback fan sites. Okay, I wish they could cancel it, but whatever. Yeah, they most likely are not going to cancel it. Yeah. Uh. Uh. Rike, hi girlfriend. Yeah, Rike, you know why I'm here. She says hi. Unfortunate news again. I hope everyone feels okay. Yeah. Rike, just watch us on replay, but like, yeah. I mean, not just because I've already mentioned it a couple times already, but yeah, as you can see, I'm still sad, but I've been sad ever since Monday, so I'm just more sad now hearing that Gion caught COVID now, and so yeah, but talking it out with you guys does make me feel better in some sense, just a little bit. But yeah. So I don't. Oh, I didn't. Okay, on April 1st, if Midnight Idol is gonna happen on April 1st, if that really is the last broadcast show, I actually wanted to do a watch party on that day, but but depending on what happens on April 1st, I don't know if I'll be able to do a watch party on that day. So I just want you guys to be aware if I do a live on that day. Depends on how I'm feeling. But I wanted to do a watch party for the last Midnight Idol, but we have to wait and see what happens on April 1st. Garen Sonica says, I'm sure they will. I'm glad that at least they can't be running around while they're sick, so they're getting rest for sure. That's one kind of a very, very ironic positive thing we can take from this as well, with Hyungwon and Gion getting COVID, is that now they get to rest for like a week, 7 to 10 days, depending on how long it takes for them to recover. So, yeah, they were saying they've been working nonstop because sadly they have to, because they have a deadline, as you guys know, like lots of deadlines. And so they were working nonstop, and so now they are forced to rest because they are sick, and thankfully Starship would not make them work when they are COVID positive, thankfully. But then they should not have been working this much to begin with. But anyways, that's a very, very ironic thing that they are now getting the rest that they should be getting. But it's because of catching COVID. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe I want to think of it as like the silver lining, but then catching COVID in general is never a good thing. Okay. So I can't really see this as like a good thing, but yeah, just trying to think there's a little bit of benefit from it. But yeah, anyways, yeah, let's move on. Okay. Lulu says, sadly, it will be postponed. Of course it will. Yeah, but I hope they cancel it, but I doubt it. And I hope the Gion Bias fans will not tweet stupid things about the delay. That's why I'm avoiding Twitter these days. If you guys ever see stupid things, of course talk about it with me, but the Gion Bias fans, I wonder how they feel because you know what? This makes me think about the fans that met him at the past fan site. So, he did fan sites this past weekend and then also did the neighbor shopping live. So, I don't know if he was contagious during that time, but I think, in my opinion, I think those fans that met him at the fan sign this past weekend, they should get tested just in case. But would they feel proud that they caught COVID from Gian? Now that's really sick. Okay, sick literally and figuratively. That's really, really messed up if they really want to catch COVID from Gian. Is that something to brag about? Okay, but yeah, but anyways, they should get tested and they should be worried, what if they caught COVID as well? So yeah, that's concerning. So yeah, who knows what the Gian bias fans are thinking, but yeah, if you guys see anything dumb, of course let me know. Gianzanaka says, I hope so too. And then, yeah, and then you guys sing hi. And then Lulu says, I believe we will be on COVID watch for all the other members until Hyunwon and Gian are recovered. You're exactly right, girlfriend. Exactly right. So that's why we are still on this roller coaster for a couple more days. Yeah. It sucks, but what can we do? Yeah. Um Rike says definitely, and Sarah says, "Oh yeah, yeah." Is that what's called in English? E to you? Okay, interesting. Yeah, it was also yeah. I think that's how it looks like in Korean too, but I wasn't sure about. Yeah, so yeah, that event. Yeah, yeah. Joey says, "Oh, more blessings and love to you and your family and friends." Yeah, to Cherry. Yeah, yeah. Cherry says thanks, and then Lulu says, looking forward to Shawnu's horror movie debut. So are you okay with watching horror, Lulu? Then you need to let me know how it is since I'm never gonna watch it. Yeah, that's gonna be on April 27th. One of my bestest friends, her birthday is April 27th. One of the reasons why I like April. So, anyways, yeah, April 27th. So yeah, and then the movie is called Soul Horror Stories. Hopefully, the movie will play in your cities. That's right. I hope it does play in you guys' city. So yeah, yeah, you guys can talk about with me whenever after April 27th. Yeah, after you guys watch it. Lulu says, "Oh yes, is that the last one? I don't know. Oh yeah, no, the last fan sign. Yeah, I assume it is. I assume it is. Rike says, you talked about relationships with your parents. Yeah, yeah, we talked a lot about parents in this live. Yeah, yeah. And she says, so when I live with my parents, we argue every day at least once, but just unnecessary things. I don't know why though, but generally speaking, we are close. Yeah, I again, guys, don't need to talk about personal things if you don't want to, but I'm talking very generally about my parents. It's like, we talked about how like Iam's dad is a really great dad, but like, I just mentioned it's like, I wish I could relate, but I can't. Like, I love my dad, but I can't say he's really a great dad. But I think it's more accurate to say he's not like Iam's dad at all, And so my dad is just like a regular dad, not really regular dad, but yeah. So it's like I can't really relate because my parents are very very unique, and I cannot say they're the best parents, um but again, I don't hate them. Of course, I used to hate them when I was a kid, okay? But no, I don't hate them at all. Just it's just an interesting relationship I have with them, and of course, I love them to death, and so yeah. So I'm just and also my parents are like double my age, so I can't help but think like, oh, I'm gonna be really sad once they pass away, of course, and so yeah, I want to spend as much time as I can with my parents before who knows when they pass away. And so yeah, so I just feel like as I grow older and then I see my parents get older as well, it's like, okay, we don't have a lot of time left together anymore, So I think that's also why it matured me to like, no matter what kind of people my parents are, they're my parents no matter what. We of course never choose them, and so that's why I think that helped me in my maturity that anything I have against my parents it's minuscule to me now, to me now. Like they still annoy me, we still fight, of course, like they still do things that really upsets me, but at the end of the day it's like I want to enjoy this time I have with them for as long as I can, and like it's like why waste that energy with bad feelings. So yeah, so very very serious things, but also like maturity talk, but yeah, I want to assume you guys get me. Um okay, Sarah says, I'm so glad we will finally get to see actor Hyunwoo. That's right. As an actor, he will be called Son Hyunwoo. That's right. And so, yeah, I wonder how it would be. So again, guys, I'm not gonna watch it because I'm not into horror. I wouldn't even watch it for Gion, and so I'm not watching it for Hyunwoo. But yeah, but I am curious. So let me know how it is. Rike says horror is horror. Yes, yes, yes. And Sarah says, I think so. Yeah, the last fan sign, at least from what I saw on his schedule. Yeah, yeah. I remember they announced that no more in-person fan sign. I remember I saw them announce that no more in-person fan sign. But then I want to believe this is the final video call fan sign, but who knows? They could always do something extra, you may never know, but at least they did say no more in-person ones. Um, Rike says, I might be too scared, but I will watch it because of Shaunu. You're so sweet. I can't even watch it for Shaunu, let alone Kian, okay? But only watch it if you really, really can handle it. But yeah, if you don't want to watch it, I'm sure someone here will spoil for me what exactly happened, so you don't have to watch it. So if you want to look forward to that instead, you know. Yeah. Yeah, Rike says, ignore the DJ. Yeah, I assume that was a typo. All good, girlfriend. Lulu says, Key, Shiny Key was announced that he is performing at KCON Korea. I saw that. I saw that. Yeah. So interesting. Yeah, interesting. Gian Zonica says, it's okay, Chrissy. You don't have to tell me more about the letter. But thanks for offering. Yeah, yeah, of course. No, I told you everything about the letter, by the way, and I did. Okay, so yeah, so don't worry about that. Giazonica says, yay, always ready to see actor Hyunwoo. That's right, that's right. Rike says, you know what's quote unquote funny? I also thought I caught COVID, like that day, like him on that day, and I did a test, but it was negative. Thank goodness. Hopefully the boys will have mild symptoms. That's right. But I'm like Hyungwon. That's what you mean, like Hyungwon. Okay, but I'm glad you did not catch COVID. Glad to hear. Yeah, yeah. But hopefully the guys, if they do get COVID, that hopefully they'll be okay. Yeah. Gianzanika says, haha, first I asked you to read it, then I say you don't have to. Yeah, it's totally okay. And she says, sorry, I'm confused. No worries. She says, thanks for reading it after all. No worries, no worries. Lulu says, Minhyuk from B2B is in it as well. Oh, interesting. Sarah says, yeah, was so happy for him, and the people attending are so lucky. Oh, for the video call? No, for KCON. Okay, to have a lineup with Key, Monster X, and Highlight is a dream. Yes, guys. So given it's KCON, for sure they're gonna have online stream, right? I want to assume that, right? But you have to pay for it in some way. But anyways, we'll see how much they charge for it. But yeah, I personally would love to see the online stream for it. But May 7th, would things really get better by May 7th? I don't know. But like personally for me, it will be so nice to see how it is in person. But then again, I want to believe it'll be so difficult to get a ticket in person anyway, because it has to be social distance and stuff. But still, I also am so paranoid. What if I catch COVID there? And so I don't know. I don't know, but I'm gonna wait and see, once they release tickets about what's gonna happen on May 7th. But no, I feel pretty sure I'm not gonna go in person. But we'll see. We'll see. Because again, May 7th is kind of far away. And so we'll see. But for sure I would like to see the online stream. And so who knows if I could do a watch party for that if KCON does not ban me. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, but I don't know. We'll see because since it's paid content, I think if they see or hear the audio on YouTube, and they might ban me. Okay, well we'll see. But anyways, I want to assume they will have online stream, and so you guys not living in Korea, of course you guys can see it on online stream, which is totally cool. And so yeah, so we can experience Highlight, Shiny Key, and Monster X all in one show. Really? But wait. I think KCON Korea is 2 days. Okay, if I remember seeing that tweet correctly, it's 2 days. So one day is Highlight, Monster X, and someone else, and then the second day is Shiny Key, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, right, guys? Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I remember seeing something like that. So at least I know for sure Highlight and MX are on the same date. That's all I remember. Yeah. Um. Uh, Lulu says, "Oh, to be in Seoul for KCON this year." Oh no, don't be jealous. No, guys, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. I don't think I'm gonna go. In all honesty, like I'll think about it, because what if in May COVID does get better? But I sadly have big doubts about it. And so yeah, guys, don't be jealous. And also, it'll be really hard to get a ticket anyway. But yeah, but COVID is not getting better here. So yeah. The more I think about it, I really can't imagine will COVID really be better by then. But I can't say no. I can't say that I for sure. It really depends on the situation. But anyways, guys, don't be jealous. Yeah, and I feel pretty sure I'm not gonna go. But yeah, no, don't be jealous. Okay, anyways, we'll all enjoy the online stream together. Gianzonica says, that's such a sweet letter from Hyungwon. Yeah. And then Sarah says, I feel you. A day with MX and Highlight, and another with Key. Okay, yeah. So it is different days, right. I would love to be there. Mhm. But guys, enjoy it. Online stream is just as nice, all right, and it's way safer. Yeah. So guys, yeah. I don't recommend going in person, even though I can't say I would not go. But yeah, it just depends how COVID is later. Lou says some nasty haters tweeted that if Key went to Chicago, they wouldn't buy what? They wouldn't buy tickets? What nasty people who can't keep these comments to themselves? Does Key have haters? Now, what did Key do that will make him have haters? You know what? No matter what, even if you're the nicest person in the world, you're still gonna get haters. Of course you would. And so Key is a great guy. I can't believe anyone would have the heart to hate him. Actually, you have no heart in order to hate Key, so that's terrible. Um, yeah, and why you can't keep those comments to yourself because they want to get attention, I guess. Who knows? Yeah. Um, Sarah says, and some nasty people are talking badly about B2B. Some people, okay, talking badly about B2B. Um, so when you say my boys, I wonder who exactly you're talking about. And so are gonna be on both days for Chicago. Who's gonna be on both days for Chicago? Okay, okay. And I was so happy for them, and especially Peniel because his family is there. Oh, how sweet. Yeah, how sweet. Okay, okay. Lou says, that is a great lineup. Hope KCON will do the online events like they did previously on YouTube. I want to believe. I want to believe. You have to pay for it, but hopefully it's not too expensive. But yeah, I want to believe they will. And then she said, unfortunately, you will need to pay for a subscription. Yeah, yeah, but it's cheaper than a real ticket. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And you don't need to fight for people for a real ticket. Yeah, yeah. Fight for people. I mean, fight with people. Yeah. Lulu says, "Oh right, the members can meet his family. How sweet." Lulu says, "Those B2B haters can." Got that right. Got that right. Can be quiet. Exactly. Cherry says, "I also think that after Wano, MX members have gone closer than before." Right, Cherry? Did you notice that too? Even though you came late to us, but glad you agree with me and you noticed it. Yeah, I fully see that. Given I experienced the time with them. Yeah, yeah. So thank you that you see it too. Yeah. Rike says, I am Stan is not a scientist but a romanticist. You're so funny. He's both. I am Stan is a scientist plus romanticist. He really is. Yes, yes. Rike says, oh man, I would go to KCON if I was able to. Um, Sarah says, I'm hoping we will get to see fans share some pictures or clips from the fan sign since we really haven't heard from him in a while. I miss him. Yeah, I don't know if you heard my content. I don't know if you heard my comment, but like today is just a video call with Chinese fans and they don't have Twitter, right? But maybe they do, but who knows? But yeah, maybe we won't see a lot on Twitter, but who knows? Like the weenies in China, maybe they have something to like, show it. I don't know. Who knows? I'm sure they'll think of something, but hopefully we'll see like a few pictures, but I don't think we'll see a lot. That's my guess about it. And yeah, she says I miss him. I know. I wonder if Wano's okay. I wonder if Wano is okay. Like it's no surprise. It's no surprise if maybe he hung out with the MX guys a few days ago. Who knows? And then if he is getting symptoms or got COVID, we don't know. We don't know. But yeah. So I wonder if that's why he's kind of being quiet. But I don't know. So yeah. So we have to wait and see. Um, Yes, Sarah, by the way, Jew Honey is blonde. I saw that. Yeah, Jew Honey is blonde and Minnie Hawk's hair is like orangey, something like that. And then so yeah, so it seems like Hyun and Gion will be the only ones with black hair, it seems. It's very interesting, isn't it? Isn't that very interesting? Yeah. Um Rike says, Chrissy, you send me some pictures, so you're the one DMing me. Okay, good. Is it important to see right now? Okay. Is it about the black? Yeah, I already saw it. Okay, but hold on. Let me see you guys DMs now, I guess. Um, oh, 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 wait. So you just want to show me landscape? Oh, that's very nice. As you guys, as I said before, I like to see landscape. So she sent me this photo of the sunrise or sunset. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Especially, I don't know what country you guys are in, but I'm sure it's a country I've never been to. So this is really nice to see. And then, oh, she said maybe these pictures will cheer me up. It does. It does. I love to see beautiful landscape photos like this. And so she sent me like this tree with flowers like spring like the spring blossoms blooming on it, and then there's a butterfly in the middle. You guys can't really see it, but I see the butterfly, right? I assume that is a butterfly, right, Rike? Wow, that's wild. That's wild. I wonder where are you? And so wow, that's so nice. So yeah, thanks for showing that to me. I love to see spring blossoms. So whatever kind of trees, the first blossom with spring. I love to see, and that's why spring really is my favorite season. And so yeah, it does cheer me up. Thanks, buddy. And I saw someone else DM me something. No? Oh, no. I guess maybe that was from my K shopper DM then. But yeah, it's all good. Thanks, guys. Um, Rike says Jew Honey suits blonde well, but the picture I saw gave me cute BG? What's BG? BG vibes because of the hair colors. What's BG? What is that? Personally for me, I don't think Honey is a really great blonde, but it's just me. It's just me. Like I personally like to see him in any kind of dark hair color, just like how I usually prefer any of the guys. But yeah, like yeah, when I saw him, it's been a very long time since we last saw him blonde. I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about it. But then again, we don't know if that's his final color, if he will stay that blonde, or if maybe they will dye it in another color. And so we have to wait and see. But again, we don't know what's really going to happen with this comeback now. So, and then about their condition as well with COVID. So yeah, we keep having to wait and see. Lulu says, I'm more concerned that someone went to his fan sign asymptomatic and wanted the bragging rights of infecting Gihyun. Sadly, it's possible. Sadly, it's possible. Maybe a fan is like, oh, I caught COVID recently too. But then maybe they would think like, oh, if maybe that person got it from Gihyun, or maybe you were the person that gave it to Gihyun. Yeah, so I mean, the thing is, during the whole time at the fan sign, you can never take off your mask, and so they're very strict about that. You can never take off your mask, but the person is talking to you, even with a glass thing. But still, Gion is not there with a mask, so like he's most at risk no matter what. Yeah, who knows, girlfriend? Who knows, right? Yeah, how and when exactly he caught COVID. Yeah. But again, we don't really know who to blame, just everything in general. The company didn't care, Korean government doesn't care. The members maybe they thought was like, yeah, we'll be fine. I don't think we're gonna catch COVID. Maybe they had that kind of thinking. And so maybe just everything all together led to this. Yeah. Cherry says, "Same, it's been quiet." Right, right, but maybe Wano knows, like, right now is, like, kinda weird if he does, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, I think maybe I feel like Wano is being quiet for a reason, you guys know what I mean? So I think, yeah, so we have to wait and see. Um Cherry says, "Dear goodness," and then Lulu says, Sorry, I have dark thoughts and see the bad in people." It's okay. It's okay. That's totally a possibility. That's the thing. So, but yeah, I can imagine some fans are that terrible too. That's the thing. So you're not totally wrong, but like that could happen. Yeah. Um, Lou says, especially when it comes to COVID. I feel you, girlfriend. Yeah. Cherry says, it's so weird calling Shonu by his real name. So funny. I know. But like, yeah, as you guys know, I always say about everyone, even I am, even though most of you guys write him as Changyun in your comments, but I always say as I am, just for the sake of like, I should say their stage names when it comes to like broadcast things in general, because people might not know them. And so sorry, might not know them by their real name. But anyways, yeah, it is interesting that with Shonu though is more comfortable calling him Shonu, but not by his real name Hyunu. Yeah, yeah, because like Hyunu is like barely used, right? But FYI, when I went to go meet him as at fan sites, I call him Hyunu because I want to talk to him as like the person with your real name. And so that's the only reason why I call them all by their real names when I meet them in person. But yeah, when it's like talking about them like as a celebrity, then yeah, I use their stage names. But anyways, yeah, I understand Hyunyu, and also like I assume with Wano, it's weird calling him Hosok too. I assume, right? But yeah, I know, I understand you guys. Yeah. Lulu says Gihyun more than likely caught it from Hyungwon dining out. I think so. And then who knows how exactly Hyungwon got it, and like whichever situation they were in together. Like yeah. Cherry says no, that's okay. I totally understand you. Me too. And then Joey says I don't think I will watch the whole story, probably just to see where Shanu is in. But Joey, what if something terrible happens to Shanu in the show? You would be okay with it? I don't know if I would be okay with it. So I need to avoid Twitter during that time if people post the spoilers of Shanu. Oh my gosh, I probably after April 27th, I should avoid Twitter. Yeah. Sarah says it's so funny because Monbebes love calling I am by his real name. Yeah, but barely call Shonu by his real name. I know. I know it's funny. And the thing is, Changkyun as a Korean name, that's so much harder to say than I am. So in my opinion, as an English speaker, it's so much easier calling him I am instead of Changyun, you know? And like same thing, Shonu is easier to say than Hyunwoo. Like unless I'm speaking in Korean, but in English, Shonu is easier for me to say. And then of course Wano instead of Hosok, you know? So I appreciate that their stage names are actually easy to say in English, which is why they chose these stage names, right? And so, anyways, yeah. But so interesting. You guys really prefer to call him by his complicated Korean name more than his stage name. So, yeah, it's very interesting. Um, Cherry says she's a bit weird. What do you mean? She's a bit weird. She is very indifferent to horror shows and movies. You go, girlfriend. She laughs while watching it. It doesn't affect her at all. You go, girlfriend. Like for me personally, right? Even though I know it's fake, like it's a movie, everything is fake, right? But I can't help myself that my brain sees it as real. So like and when someone dies, when someone is like like when it's something scary, like running away from a monster, like of course it's totally fake, right? It's a freaking monster. It's totally fake. But in my brain when I'm watching that, it feels like it's so real. And so it just feels so real to me, and so that's why for me is why watching scary things is so scary to me because I feel like it's real, and so that, of course, could come up to me in nightmares and stuff, and so, yeah, I admire you, Cherry, that you could see that and laugh about it because you know it's fake, or and also your whole mind and you know everything sees it as fake. I admire that because I cannot see it as fake. Yeah, so that's my issue. But anyways, Cherry, watch it for me, the Shonu horror thing, and let me know what happens. Yes, yes. Um, Sarah says it has Minhyuk and yeah, Minhyuk from B2B and Shonu, so she's interested. I'm more interested to see how Shonu will react since we know that man is not scared of anything. That's a good point. That's a good point. I'm very curious. So guys, I really look forward to hear you guys spoilers about it. Cherry says, right? It's so funny. We can't ever call I am, but we never ever call Hyonu. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. Again, it's so interesting to me, especially like I said, I am's Korean name is not even that easy to say. So yeah, I don't know. It's so interesting. But yeah, personally for me, even like typing it, Changyun is so long in English, as you guys see, but I am is only two letters. It's like, isn't it so easy to call him I am? But like, yeah, yeah, I don't know why. It's just so interesting. Yeah, but anyways, if I'm talking in Korean, I prefer to call him Changyun. That's the thing. But you know, that's because that's his real Korean name. But English, you know, if I'm introducing MX to a stranger, I'm like, yeah, so this member's I am and Wano and Shanu. And so, yeah, I would always say by their stage names. And then, anyways, yeah, just so interesting. I know it is really interesting. It's very fascinating to me. Yeah. Sarah says Wano has been quiet lately, yeah. And then Sarah says, yeah. And then Cherry says, same, it's Shanu. I have never seen Shanu react to anything horror. Yeah. The only times I've seen Shanu be scared is a camera suddenly showing up to his face. One of the rare times we see him get scared is when a camera just suddenly appears in front of him. Um, there's another time when he got scared. Oh, I can't remember, but he rarely gets scared. That's the thing. He rarely gets scared. Like, you know, he went through a haunted house, never getting scared the whole entire time. He's freakishly weird, you know? It's like, I don't know how I can't understand like that brain. Like someone jumps at you, but you don't get scared. I can't understand it. But I'm trying to remember when was another time where we saw him get scared of something. So I just remember like suddenly when a camera came at him. Yeah, yeah, but okay, I can't remember. Once it comes to me, I'll let you guys know. Cherry says, "Yeah, it's one of those days that the one quiets are hard." I understand, guys, but I do think there's a reason he's quiet. But yeah, but we'll see him eventually. Yeah. Joey says, "Want another fun fact? I love fun facts." Okay, Shanu personally does not like horror movies. Get out of here. According to Ju Honey, Shanu does not like horror movies. That's fascinating. But then he's in it. That's fascinating. That's fascinating. I forgot his preference about horror movies. But yeah, that's the thing. I'm sure he can watch horror movies and not be scared, but I guess he doesn't find it entertaining. Is that more accurate of it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Joey says, sorry, I already read that. And then Sarah says, Chinese fans sometimes are able to share things. I see a few of his Chinese fans on Twitter. Get out of here. So I'm hoping we will get something. Oh, get out of here. Okay, okay. Then surely, then okay, that's good to know. So like they can do something to hack into Twitter in China. So yeah, good to know. Great to hear. So yeah, surely we'll see some things, but not a lot, I assume. Yeah. Rike says, "Oh my gosh, we are 7 people watching. What if we are MX? You guys are so you guys are so funny. You know, Rike is being funny. I mean, yeah, you guys are so funny. When I see the number 7, it um always makes me like it. But right now there's 10 people watching. I don't know who are they. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, anyways, you guys are so fine. But yeah, we're gonna go soon. It seems like the comments are almost done. So yeah, we're gonna go soon. It's almost 2 a.m. here. No surprise, but yeah, so it's almost 2 a.m. and I should go soon. Cherry laughing. Enrique says, I saw the videos too. Enrique says, I love doing dad jokes. I love any kind of dad joke. So please share them anytime. Um, oh yeah. I should check that your DMs as well. Okay, one second. Rike says, I joined late today. Did you eat well, Chrissy? Oh, you're so sweet, Rike. I did eat well today. Like, I wanted to treat myself to some good food, even though it was before we heard the Gion news. But, just since I've been sad ever since Monday, I've been, eating like good food to like, make me feel better. Do you guys remember I mentioned that my friend, like she for some reason, even though it's still March and my birthday's in April, she sent me cakes for my birthday already. I'm like, why are you so silly? You're like a month early. And so yeah, I've been she sent me like kind of a lot of cakes, and I'm the only person that can eat cakes because my mom shouldn't eat cakes. And so anyways, I'm the only person eating these cakes, and I finally finished it today. And so I'm just like, I'm proud of myself. But if you see me like a little bit pudgy, it's because of the cakes. But it's okay. It's my birthday. It doesn't matter. And so, anyways, yeah. So I also enjoyed eating the last of my cakes that my friend got me. And but yeah. So just. Oh yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Oh, good. By the way, Rike, you had a good birthday, right, girlfriend? I assume you did. Um, Gianzana says, I love Juhani with white blonde hair like he hadn't shined forever. Oh, thank you for reminding me. He looked good in that. Yes, he did. He looked good in that. But I'm not a fan of him with like yellow hair. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm not breathing properly. And so yeah, so when I saw that recent thing about them is that yeah, it was like super yellow, and for some reason I'm not a fan of him with super yellow, but shine forever hair I thought looked good on him. That is true. Yeah. Cherry says me too at Gion Zonica, and then Gion Zonica says OMG, the stage he did with Gion Mirror. Yeah, Juani just totally wrecks her. Yeah, is Juhani your bias wrecker? I wouldn't be surprised. Juhani can do that. Yeah. Joey says, yeah, I'll be okay with that. I think okay, you'll be okay with seeing the horror things. Okay, it's a movie, so it's definitely not real. I know. You guys being able to watch it and not think of it as real, I really, really envy you guys. So yeah, if you guys can do it, go ahead and watch it and then just tell me everything. Cherry says, oh my goodness, yes, I always wonder if Juhani would do that hair again. Would be nice if he did. I wouldn't mind the shine forever hair. Cherry says, one of the reasons why I love MX and 10 so much is because of how close they are. Me too. Me too, girlfriend. I find it cute when they go out with each other and call it a date. I know, it's so cute. Yeah. Gion's Undercut says, oh my gosh, talk about MX days. I just rewatched MX Ray season 3, episode 7 and 8, the Angmate episodes, and it was too cute. Those are one of the cutest episodes. Yes, I agree. So yeah, them like, wanting to like find their Angmates within their own group. It's so silly, but really, really sweet, of course. Yeah. Lulu says, I want to see if the movie goes viral like All of Us Are Dead. Oh, I don't know. And brings more acting opportunities for Shanu. What if Shanu played a dark character? I don't know. We have to wait and see. But yeah, I was wondering why All of Us Are Dead is so popular. I don't know why, but I'm really not into horror things. But for some reason people like that movie. But yeah, I wonder. We'll wait and see. Sarah says the Angmate, I miss them. I know. And then Cherry says, oh my goodness, it is one of the cutest episodes ever. I know she loves it. Yeah. Karen's Annika says, Chrissy from Chena's Guide on Shonu. Who's Chena? Okay. But okay, Chena's Guide on Shonu. I remember he got scared when Hicho tricked him on Lipstick Prince when Shonu thought he would be facing a girl, but Hicho was suddenly right in front of him. Oh yeah. I remember that. Like, yeah, they were closing their eyes and like Shonu expected to see a girl, yeah, whoever that girl was, but then suddenly it was Hicho's face. And then who wouldn't be scared of that? I'm not scared, but he was surprised. He was surprised about that. Like, I'll be shocked if he didn't react to that. But yeah, he definitely was very startled by it. And also because it was a guy's face instead of the girl, and so yeah, so some jump, not jumpy things, but some things does surprise him, but it's so crazy. He is not scared when a scary looking thing jumps out at him. As you guys remember the haunted house, or the dancing thing they did, when like suddenly the scary looking ghost girl like pops out in front of him, like legit zero reaction. I can't understand that. So yeah, I mean, he's so unique. That's all I have to say. He's just such a unique dude. Yeah. Um. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 1 second, girlfriends. Um. Uh. Gian says, yes, the absolute cutest. How can I censor that? Absolute cutest stuff ever. That's the best word I could think of. Okay, yeah, the absolute cutest thing ever. Got that right. The way I am and Wano were so precious and nervous. I know. I really love seeing Wano and I am together. They're so sweet. Okay, yeah, and then Cherry DM'd me. Let me go look at it right now. Um. 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 Oh, clingy Wano Shohu date? Oh, Shouho date. Okay, this Shonu with Wano date. I don't know why I find it so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, when was that? When was that? I never saw this before, so it's a little bit blurry, but yeah, let me look at it more closely. Oh my gosh, I know I missed them together. Yeah, Shonu and Wano, because they consider themselves the same age, so they're like really close because of being the same age. But yeah, yeah, it's just so sweet. It's just so sweet. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I think it's still playing, but it's just them just together because they went out to go, get something to eat or something. I miss Wano with every single member from Monster X. Yeah, so one day, who knows, we'll ever see. I want to believe we will, but don't know when. Whenever that day will come, I will be so happy to see them go on their lovely dates again. Um, Cheery says, I know my one cute is that really is because I don't know any of these pairing names, and so my Wano and I am hearts got that right. Sarah says that moment on Lipstick Prince was funny, and then Kian Sonika says, "Are we sure though that Juhani's hair will remain that shade?" No, of course not. We don't know because it's only bleached, and so that's only yellow for being bleached, but they could change that color at any moment. Yeah, maybe it'll change later on. That's right. That's right. So I'm very curious what will be the final hair color. Yeah. Um, Gion's undercut says, yes, huh, it's hilarious. And then Cherry says, it could change. Yeah, yeah. And then Sarah says, nothing is sure with these men. Got that right. For sure he is blonde, but it can easily change to a different color. Yeah, yeah. The thing is, I feel very sure Gion will stay as black given he just dyed it black. And so it doesn't make sense. Why would it go to a brighter color when he just dyed it black? So I think he should, his is for sure staying black, but also because right now he's in quarantine. And so, yeah, so he has to, yeah, he has I don't think he's gonna change his hair color. And then Hyungwon as well. Since Hyungwon is in quarantine now, I want to believe, yeah, they're both gonna stay as black hair, and that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Um. But yeah, but the other three guys, yeah, they could change their hair to anything because now that we know that all three of them have bleached hair, it could change to anything. Yeah. Um. Gian Sonica says, by the way, I'm loving IM's hair and Minhyuk's looks really good too. Yeah, good to hear. Again, we also don't know that is going to be their final hair color, but they look good with kind of brightish hair. IM and Minhyuk. Yeah, yeah, kind of interesting. Um, Joey says, "What is the title of Chonu's horror movie again? I forgot the Korean title. It was something like Kwedam. That's all I remember, Kwedam, but I think that's not the full name." Gian's Annika says, but I want to assume maybe someone here would know. And so Gian's Annika says, Chena is a well-known channel that made really good guides about Monster X as a group and individual members. Get out of here. I'll look that channel up later. Good to know. Gian's Annika says, I know, right? We never know what exactly to expect. I love it though. Yeah, got that right. And then Sarah says, Soul Horror Stories. Okay, so that's probably the English title. Okay, good to know. And Sarah says, same again, undercut. And then Joey says, I use the word shoot. Oh, that's right. Shoot is a good word, a good censor word. I mean, yeah, yeah. Shoot when to censor that word. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, yeah. I should remember that. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so the S word, I like in even in my normal vocabulary, like when I say busy instead of the B word, so that's something I say kind of common, like when I'm like want to say something like with the B word, I say busy usually, and then I'm okay to say like effing, so yeah, I say that, but then the S word, I usually don't say that now that I think about it, so Shoot, maybe I do say shoot, but I just totally don't remember. So, anyways, yeah, Joey, thank you for reminding me of how I censor swear words. Anyways, yeah, but thank you very much. Yeah. Kiazonica says, so is the Seoul horror stories the same thing we had heard about before? I believe so. The Kwedam or whatever it's called. Yeah, yeah. Or is it something different? I think it's the same. Yeah, yeah. And Joey says, thanks. And then Cherry says, it's one of the first videos I saw after I joined the fandom. It's a simple video, but the way Wano reached out to touch Shanu, I know, I saw that part. Yeah, I know. Again, they're super besties, which is so sweet. Yeah. Just like they're just super close. That kind of feeling. Gianzonica says, haha, so it would be the cute shoot as in shootout. That's right. I should remember that because of shootout. Yeah, yeah. But guys, so do you go? So yeah, what back to Gian's undercut question about Kwedam is the same thing. I feel like it is. So I just want to know if you guys can confirm on that. Sarah says Monster X has the power to bring those moments back soon, but we will see. I know, girlfriend. I miss seeing their friendship publicly. I'm the same as always. Yeah, yeah. Like even though we see like the 6 of them, but now the 5 of them, like friendship publicly, but still seeing Wano with them. It was just like Wano was always the center of Monster X. I'm sure you guys knew this, even if you came late to the fandom, but he was definitely the center of Monster X. So that's why it's just so weird seeing no more Wano with them. So I always miss Wano with them. Game Sonica says, yes, I miss it too. And then Cherry says, same. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I just reached the end of the comments. So yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure this Shanu like horror thing, it was from the Kwedam something, is the same thing as Seoul horror stories, right? Like I assumed this whole time you guys were talking about the same thing, like it's not a different thing. So I also want to confirm with you guys as well. It's really all the same things, right? The same thing. Okay. Oh, 1 second on the DM. Okay, so um Sarah says, considering Shanu is there and they never mentioned a change to it, I think it's the same, just a new name. That's what. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you say that, Sarah. So that's my assumption too. And then Joey says, "Oh yeah, sing it like." Joey, stop it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Again. Yeah, you guys know I don't swear. So that shootout, yeah, instead like I could call it shootout instead. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I appreciate you guys like reminding me how to censor swear words. Yeah, thanks again. Sarah says, yeah, it's the same lineup as before. Okay, then surely it's the same thing. Yeah, I think so. And then just for some reason, they finally told us the English name Soul Horror Stories, right? Just very, very interesting. Yeah. And Lou says, yes, it was renamed. It was renamed to Soul Horror Stories. That's so weird. That's all to say. Why are they so weird? Um, Giazonica says, "Hi, your new lyrics are hilarious," and she loves it. Yeah, got that right at Joey. And then yes, yes, yes. When I am shot down Shanu. Wait, like as in like turned him down. So do you guys remember this? Yeah, so this girl called I am saying like, your your stage was cool. Oh, oh. Okay, so yeah, so I am basically okay. So this girl, like she's like acquaintances with I am, and so she contacts saying like, oh, yeah, your stage was super cool and stuff. And then she suddenly mentions like, oh, so Shanu, you're the member Shanu, he's the leader, right? So that's all she said, asking to I am like he's the leader, right? And then I am quickly says to her, he's not your style. And then I was like, what? What? She was not meaning anything. Okay, wait. So hold on. Wait. Like she didn't mean anything by it, but like wait, hold on. Let me watch it again just to make sure that I heard everything correctly. Okay. So I thought she asked I am like, is Shonu the leader? But no, she just asked like randomly about Shonu. So she didn't say exactly what she asked about. So she randomly asked about Shonu. And so I guess that does qualify, not qualify, but that is understandable why I am suddenly says back to her, oh, Shonu's not your style. Okay, so 1 second. Yeah. Wait. Sorry, I misinterpreted it. Sorry. So I am says to her, um, You, the girl, you are not Shawnyu style. That's even worse. Are you kidding me? Oh my, oh my gosh, I am is something else. Okay, okay, so who knows why he said that, but yeah, so like, she just randomly wanted to ask about Shawnyu, and then he suddenly, yeah, says to her, you are not Shawnyu style, but hey, that's okay. That's okay. So that's okay. So yeah, so I am didn't shoot down Shawnyu, but basically, like, basically is saying to this girl, like, don't try to like get after Shauna because you are not his style. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Is that a good or bad thing? Okay, so sorry that I misinterpreted at first, but that's exactly what he said. That saying to the girl, you are not his style. So okay, so one says, so let me read not hear the rest of it. Yeah, and then asking to yeah, and then asking to Shonu, since Shonu is there hearing all this, and so Hicho asked to Shonu, like, basically, like is this true? Like, she is not your style, and he just says, I am's name, like Changyuna, right? Like, just like, how dare you say that, like, kind of feeling, so most likely, Shonu does not agree with I am, like, why would you say that, but who knows why did I am say that? That's a curious question. I don't know. So yeah, I remember seeing this, but I forgot about it for the longest time. So yeah, Lulu, thanks for um um bringing that up. I don't know why you brought it up, but yeah, but that was kind of like a nice mood changer. Now that I think about that, because that made me laugh, because like I can't believe I am said that to her. But yeah, that was kind of funny. So yeah, I'm in a better mood now, so it's all good. So thanks you guys again for everything. And these are the last comments I'll read, because right now it's way past 2 a.m. So yeah, last comments I'll read, and then I will go to sleep. Um um Joey says, you finally reached the end of the comments. I know, girlfriend, right? And then Gianzonica says, now she's gonna listen to Shootout and substitute the lyrics. She says she just have to. You do what you want to, girlfriend. And then Joey says, oh my, I remember that video. Yeah, from Lipstick. Is it called Lipstick Prince? This show? Okay. And she says, I laughed how Shawnee reacted to that. Yeah, and just shouted, yeah, I am's name. Yeah. And then Giranzanaka says, I'm gonna say bye now. It's all good, girlfriend, because she needs to have dinner. Of course. Right now is your dinner time. Of course. Go eat, girlfriend. She says, bye, Chrissy, bye, everyone. Hugs you all. Thanks for even staying this long, girlfriend. But yeah, I'm gonna go now anyway. So that's all good timing. Bye, girlfriend. And see you next time, hopefully. And hopefully the next time I see you guys, it will be in a happier mood. I sure hope so. So yeah, hopefully see you guys then. Cherry says, "Oh, I am. Yeah. And then Joey says, "Glad to be of service to your laughter thing." Oh, wait. She said that to Gian. Okay. No worries. Okay. Yeah, but wait. Now I just realized, yeah, about the shootout thing. Yeah. She's glad to have made her laugh. Yeah. Great. And then Sylvia says, that part in Lipstick Prince is classic. Is classic. Yeah, classic. Yeah. Because I remember seeing it, but then I haven't seen it in so long, and just yeah, classic. Yes, indeed. Lulu says, I am maybe low key likes this girl. Yeah. Or is protective of Shonu dating. Yeah. Could be both. Could be both. Or who knows? Yeah. Could be both, or one or the other. Yeah. Yeah, just so interesting. He just said that. Yeah. Girazanika says, yeah, at the heart at Joey. And then Joey says, bye, enjoy your meal. Yeah, Girazanika, bye. And Girazanika said, will make myself something to eat now, but I'll be listening. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go soon anyway. But yeah, glad that you were listening, because we were talking about you briefly, because Joey writing comments at you, and so yeah, so I'm glad you could hear all this. Yeah. Gionzonica says, oh, thanks at Joey, and then Joey says, same thoughts here at Lulu. Yeah. So we're all thinking the same. And then Cherry says, Weenie saying goodbye to Squeaky the sofa. Wano sofa is hilarious. So guys, is he really getting rid of Squeaky? So is that why weenies are saying goodbye to it? Like, for real? Squeaky is gone for real. Then goodbye, Squeaky the sofa. Yes. Sarah says, glad we had this chat. Thank you, everyone. Me too. Thank you, everyone that was able to join, and it did make me feel better. So thanks again for everything, guys. Goodbye, everyone, and good night, Chrissy. Thank you, Sarah. Have a good day or good night, whatever your time zone is. And yeah, hopefully see you guys when things get better. I hope so. Until next time. Sarah says Squeaky is an important member of our weenie family. That's right. We've been through a lot of things with Squeaky, especially when one leaves for like a couple minutes and it's just us and Squeaky. Yeah, I know. So we'll be sad to say goodbye to Squeaky. Sylvia says good night, everyone. Let's hope tomorrow, technically today, yeah, will be a better day. I hope so. And also, I really hope we start April on a better footing. So Yeah, I hope so. Until next time, guys. Um, Joey says, "Oh well, this still has been a fun life despite the unfortunate news." I'm glad to hear that because technically for me, yeah, I am feeling better overall now, better than I was 2.5 hours ago. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so thanks you guys again for everything. And Joey says, "Go rest and sleep now. Good night, buddy, and take care, everyone. You too, Joey." I thought you were gonna like only stay for a couple minutes, Joey, but I'm glad you were able to stay up until now. And thank you for everything. And hopefully, see you next time. Lulu says, "Good night. Have a good sleep, and we'll see you for variety show watch." I sure hope so. Hopefully, it'll all go well. Yeah. Until then, and yeah, sorry guys, I'm not doing Queendom anymore. But maybe we could talk about Queendom. Like we won't do a watch party about it, but maybe I'll still want to watch some of it, but not all of it. And so we could talk about Queendom maybe next time too. Um, and Sherry says, "Good night, crazy sweet dreams." Bye, everyone. I say the same to all you guys. Good night, good day. Eat well, stay healthy, stay safe, be careful, and sweet dreams. Yeah. Rike says, "I'm going to eat dinner." Bye, 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 Rike. Yeah, have a good dinner and see you next time. And Jerry says, "Squeaky is our friend." Got that right. And Jerry says, "We have seen Squeaky a bit more than one." Oh, I think you're right, girlfriend. I think you're right. At least, so often we're like, he's a part of our family. That's saying a lot. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, let me stay for like 30 seconds just to make sure I get everyone's comments because yeah, it's so interesting. There really is a delay in comments. It's like a 30-second delay or something. And so yeah, so I'll just wait a little bit and then I'm gonna guys, it'll be so creepy if Gion like posts something right after I end. Okay, I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I really think it's just really, really crazy coincidences. And so yeah, we'll see. But yeah, but Gian still has not written anything. But yeah, but I'm sure he will eventually once he feels better. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. Yeah, Lulu says Squeaky is the biased wrecker. You guys are so funny. Why are you guys so funny? But thanks for the pick me up, guys, and cheering me up. And yeah, hopefully in the next live it'll be more happier thing because the next live I come will be in April. And so overall, yeah, I want to be in a better mood for April. So goodbye, March 31st. Have a great last day of March. Goodbye, March, and see you guys in April and hopefully in a lot better mood. Yeah. All right, guys. Bye, everyone. See you next time. Have a great day and night. And thanks, you guys, as always, for helping me get through these tough times too. So yeah, and I hope it helps anyone out there to get through these things too. So yeah, okay. Until next time. Bye, bye, bye.